Good morning. Happy Labor Day. Good morning. Happy Labor Day. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Another day in the Golden State. Ain't no tossing and turning all the time for insomnia. I know the best way to make it is to cut the drama and give it my all and follow through on what I promise. And even if I was honest, see I can only do what's in my power to do, and what good is this power if I use it like a fool. If I wanna make it to the top, I gotta study clues. Tinkerbell, good morning. How are you all doing? Happy Labor Day. Hey. Try to photocopy, you can never top me. I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. Welcome to the show. Yes, good morning, Jess. Yes, we are here in the Thunderdome. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. I just put my watch on, you know what time it is. I'm chasing my purpose in this music business. Let's get it in, I'm so focused on my mission. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Thunderdome. You know exactly what we are here to do. Thank you, Jess, for sharing the live. What a surprise. DJ Kit Kat, nice to see ya. Now I'm making a living. So why the heck are they tripping? Is it because I'm the one that they see in their visions? I got a million different ways. Hope you are all having a great morning. That's right. Peaches, happy Labor Day. Yes, nice app. You changed your profile picture, huh, DJ Kitty? Nice, looks nice. I was born to be the winner. You can never stop me. Work Bros, good morning. I ain't even had my coffee. Grand Rising Ruby. Harris Walsh, exactly. You know what we're here to do. You know exactly why we are here. Break it down now. That's right, you gotta break it down. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we're here to do. Troy Burgers, nice to see ya. Don't be a photocopy, be yourself. It's me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be a photocopy, be yourself. Don't be a photocopy, be yourself. Pop up. I ain't had my coffee. That's right, that's right. Get your coffee, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we came to do. Don't be a photocopy, be yourself. Hey. Wow, thank you all for sharing the live and tapping the screen. You know what we're here to do. Brenda, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Thank you so much. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Happy Monday. Yes, today is Labor Day. All right. But you know what? We still got to get the truth out there because we know a lot of people are depending on the truth. So before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, let's take care of some housekeeping items. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, you've guessed it, right? The first H is because I'm honest. Second H is because I'm humble. And the last and final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. Sandra, thank you so much. The Trump is a fascist felon. That's exactly the right. All right, many of you know what we do over here on this side of town, on this side of TikTok. We hold our friends on the right. I don't know how many of them are still left because we've been steamrolling the heck out of them these past few weeks, right? But we hold them accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds, as well as their crimes. And believe you me, isn't it safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, that when it comes to our friends on the right, it seems like they've just hit the jackpot when it comes to being some of the most disgusting, corrupt people we have ever dealt with in our lifetime. I mean, think about all the years America has been a beautiful, well, I wouldn't say beautiful, but think about all the years of this country in its existence. We've never had to deal with this kind of cognitive dissonance in our history. All right. It's one thing to just be wrong, but it's another thing to be in a cult. All right. And this is what we are dealing with. And so the way we have to address this, ladies and gentlemen, is we have to continue to bombard MAGA with an overwhelming amount of truth. All right. Designed. It's really designed specially to combat the misinformation and the disinformation. Right. And so I'll say this before we get started. If you are a Trump supporter, are there any Trump supporters out here? Are there any Trump supporters in the chat this morning? Put a 1 in the chat if you're MAGA, please. I just want to know where we're at before I move forward. Are there any Trump supporters in this chat this morning? Okay, Jesus Cadena, Jesus, I see you. Okay, Robert. All right, now listen, I believe you gentlemen and you ladies out there, y'all might be some decent human beings, all right, but when you're possessed with that MAGA demon, you're not so decent, all right? So I'm going to give you what I call an opportunity of a lifetime this morning, all right? If you're a Trump supporter and you're nervous and you're weak in the stomach, you get scared easily, you might want to leave this live because the information that I am going to share with you, it'll make you uncomfortable. All right. My good friend, Brother Swervin says, if you're lactose intolerant, that means you're allergic to the facts. You're going to have an allergic reaction when I start sharing information. All right. So do us all a huge favor and just leave this live and go hang out with those fake TikTok hosts because they'll lie to you. I won't lie to you. I promise you, I won't lie to you. All right? But get this. You don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
You hear that, MAGA? If you're not happy, and that's your cult leader telling you, if you're not happy with the way Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are running the United States of America, just leave. No one wants you here. You're not doing anything to help this democracy. It's been made clear to me that all you Trump supporters, you're enemies. Yeah, you are domestic enemies. All right. I've never seen a person attack the United States of America from within like Donald Trump and his supporters. And it makes absolutely no sense. All right. Okay. So Trey, I sent you an invite, Trey, before I get started, because you know what we do over here. I let the Trump supporters hear directly from the horse's mouth. Trey, why don't you get in the box real quick? You said something in the comment section, and I want to make sure I understand it. All right. What I like to do is occasionally, I see Trump supporters in my chat lying. If I summon you to the box, all right, MAGA, if I summon you to the box, you should get in the box and defend what you're saying. Otherwise, I'm going to take that as a direct attack against the kingdom. And what I'll do is I'll ask one of my moderators in here to put you in a straitjacket, right, for around 5 minutes. That way you won't be able to spam my chat with lies, and I'll just be able to minister to your soul. You know what I mean? So if you don't want to get in the box and back up any of the lies you're saying, just silence. I think that's fair. Isn't that fair? Why do these people come into my box and repeat information that's not true? And then when I say get into the box and say it, oh, I can't do it, Zeus. Why? Oh, because you're too scared. Well, then do us all a favor.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Silence, you MAGA demons. All right. So, the devil doesn't get any sleep, right? We know there's no rest for the wicked. All right. And speaking of that, Donald Trump yesterday, he went on to what platform besides Truth Social? Where does Donald Trump go when he's losing in the polls and he's trying to launch a civil war? Where does Donald Trump go, ladies and gentlemen? You've guessed it, Fox News, right? And he went on Fox News. Thank you. Thank you, Bree. I think I said your name. Yeah, it's either Truth Social or it's Fox News. That's where he goes when he's feeling low. All right, because they They will let him lie, all right? All right, but Fox has to be careful, though, because you already know they've been sued. He goes on to Fox News, and once again, he lies and lies, but he also confesses to some crimes. Jack Smith, I know Jack Smith is ahead of everyone. How many of you know who Jack Smith is? Does anyone know who Jack Smith is? Does anyone know who Jack Smith is?
I've named him Deranged Jack Smith.
Yeah.
I wonder what his name used to be. Jack Smith. It sounds so innocent, doesn't it? Jack Smith. What's his name? Jack Smith. He's a very nice man. He's a behind-the-scenes guy, but his record is absolutely atrocious. He does political hit jobs.
Okay, Jack Smith. Donald Trump gave us a nice little treat on Fox News. Let's listen to what Donald Trump was talking about yesterday on Fox. Hopefully, everything he's talking about is designed to save his campaign, all right?
And they've been very brave, actually, in many ways. But they're very, highly thought of people.
Hold on.
But there were some people that wanted me to put him in when I first came in.
Hold on.
But he wasn't shielded at all.
So what we're going to talk about is Donald Trump talking about he could have indicted his political rivals, all right? He could have done it when he was president.
In terms of fairness, did a very good job. And maybe he did too good a job. But he was shielded and sheltered from, here's a man that's in charge of nuclear warfare and stuff, and I don't think he should have been there. But that was a debate. And it was their idea. They wanted to do it. I said, it's early, but I'll do it if you want. What do you want to do? And they gave me CNN. They gave me Jake Tapper.
Oh, my
and
God.
They gave me Dana Bash, who traditionally you would never do it. You'd never do it with them because they're Trump haters.
No, they're
at
not.
the highest level, and CNN is a Trump hater.
No.
Basically, they're liberals. I don't like to use the word progressive. It's too pretty a word. It's such a pretty word. They're progressive. Progressive means you're thinking to the future. They're actually thinking to 3,000 years ago. These people, they're not progressive.
So progressives are, I'm waiting to get to the part with Jack Smith, but every now and then Trump says something and it just makes me go, what? But he says, hold on. He says progressive should be the future like he is, but MAGA is what? Make America great again. And guess what he wants to do? Take the country backwards. So is he trying to say he wants to be a progressive? See, this is the psychology. This is the manipulation and mind control Donald Trump has over his supporters. This is some dangerous stuff.
But they're liberal. And I took it because that was the only way you're going to get a debate. I was surprised they did debate it. I don't think they actually wanted me to take it. I thought they were going to say, he wouldn't take it and therefore Biden doesn't have to debate. But I agreed to all these things that I normally wouldn't agree to. And now they have Kamala, who they say has many deficiencies, but she's a nasty person.
Oh.
The way she treated Mike Pence was horrible.
Oh.
The way she treats people is horrible.
Oh.
But the way she treated Justice Kavanaugh during that hearing.
So now, wow. MAGA. Does anyone know this guy, MAGA? Do you know this guy is 78 years old and has dementia? Do you think Kamala Harris is more powerful than Donald Trump? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, please. I got to see this. Put a 1 in the chat if you're MAGA. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm just curious. Put a 1 in the chat because I want to see. Okay, all right. Now to the ones that put a 1. Do you believe Kamala Harris is more powerful? Oh, we got a lot of MAGA in here. Do you believe Kamala Harris is more powerful than Donald Trump? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Kamala Harris is more powerful than Donald Trump, MAGA. I want to see. We look at all these MAGA demons in here. Well, why is he okay? So if you don't believe, and I'm the most clear and fair host on TikTok. Seriously, I actually converse with MAGA, all right? Because I try to really help you folks get out of that cult you're in. Why is he on Fox News acting like a victim? Why is he on Fox News acting like Kamala Harris just kicked his butt? It's like he got a white belt or something, right? You know karate, right? He's like He's the one that got the white belt. You know, they give you the white belt. You know, that's just to hold your uniform up and you get your behind kicked. That's how Donald Trump sounds. And Kamala Harris is a black belt, right? Do I got that right? Because I don't get why this guy who they put the Rambo chest on him and they sell these NFT cards. Why is he acting like a victim? It makes absolutely no sense.
In the history of Congress, nobody's been treated that way.
By the way, you have...
And for him to defend Mike Pence, come on, like seriously? Mike Pence is the same person that told everyone Donald Trump tried to get him to break the law by having him place him above the Constitution. Now all of a sudden, Donald Trump cares about Mike Pence. This is wild.
Her in the book, it's a fantastic book, 45books.com, the things that Mr. President,
Hold on.
the President of the United States, or the wannabe President of the United States, had the power to tell the Attorney General to knock it off.
Okay. Now we're getting into the indictment. Sorry, I went a little further than I should have. But let's talk about the indictment, right?
You've made the point that you did not want Hillary Clinton indicted.
Oh.
If she'd been indicted, you probably would have said, knock it off.
How many of you believe Donald Trump did not want to indict Hillary Clinton? How many of you believe that? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. If you believe Donald Trump did not want to indict Hillary Clinton. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that. Lisa, stop it, Lisa. Lisa, could you please come in the box very quickly? I won't take too much of your morning up, but Lisa, please come on in the box and explain that why you believe that, Lisa. And see, Lisa, and you know the rule, Lisa. If you don't get in, we have Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hello. Good morning. How are you on this Labor Day?
I'm doing all right. All right. Happy. I don't know what you do, but it's Labor Day. You're right. Happy Labor Day to you. All right. You and your
My
friends and your
unlabor
family.
Day. It's actually my unlabor day.
Oh, it's your unLabor Day. You're at work?
I'm not working. It's my unlabor day.
Oh, okay. I get it. I mean, okay. It's your unLabor Day. Got it.
Yeah,
Makes
it's my
sense.
unlaboring day.
Fine. Now, you and I, we're not on the same side of the aisle politically, and that's fine. All right. But we do believe in telling the truth.
But
Correct?
can I just say something? When you say mega haters and stuff like that, that bothers me because we're typically not haters. We don't hate really anybody. And I don't, I don't report lives. I don't do anything like that. I come in, I step out, and you're entitled to your free speech. We are not haters. Just trust me on that.
Well, but what if I were to say that perhaps some of you are haters? Would that be fair?
And some of you are haters too. We could say that, right?
Well, no. I can't
See?
really, because here's the thing, Lisa.
I've experienced it though. I've
Lisa,
experienced the hate.
But what have you experienced? Because a lot of people in this.
I've been on lives when I first got on TikTok. This is no lie. That I had American flag as my profile picture. Mm-hmm. I was blocked from every live like yours because of my profile picture.
But look at that. But I didn't block you, and
no,
so that.
You did, no, I said I had a flag.
So I
had the American flag.
Okay.
That was my profile picture when I first joined TikTok.
Well, a lot of people block people they don't know on this app, so I wouldn't go as far as to say that's a left or right issue. And to be fair,
we'll agree to disagree.
And to be fair, you could imagine Zeus has been blocked a lot of times. All right, I could show you some.
You might have been, but I would never block you because I'm not a blocking person. I never moved that way because I could really. You're entitled to your.
Okay,
opinion.
but okay, and that's funny you said that. I always say it, and I say. You're entitled to your own opinion.
And your ideology.
But what about the facts? You're not entitled to your own facts, right? The facts are the facts. Okay, great. So the hatred, you brought that up. Let's be honest. Who was the one championing for a civil war? What party, the left or the right?
What do you mean, the first, like the Civil War back in the day?
The storms of brewing and all that stuff tied with Q and all that stuff. Who's in that? Who's into all of that?
What are you getting at? Just get to your point.
I don't want to get it. Basically, you said the Democrats are the party of hate, right? I think that's what I heard you say.
Say that. I say you. I love the way people put words in people's
Okay,
mouths.
so the
I never
Democrats
said
are
that.
the
I
Democrats are the
just
party of love.
I
Are the
said
wait? Are the
I
Democrats the
said
party of
I
love,
experience
Lisa?
hate. Okay,
Huh?
that's what I said. I
Well,
know Democrats who are not hateful.
uh,
I do have Democrat friends who are not
okay,
hateful people.
okay.
So
So who
no,
are the hateful people then that you were referring to?
the people on these w- on lives that I've popped like I would like just to listen to get another point of view or to listen to how the other half thinks. That's the hate.
Would
And
you
just
would you
because
say
my
okay?
flag,
Let me ask you.
finish.
Let
But
me
you're
ask this
talking
question.
over me. You're talking
Oh,
over me.
I thought you were done.
No. So my flag pops up and I get blocked, or I make a comment that maybe that is the opposite of what's being said in a nice way. Boom, you're blocked. That's the hate I've
Okay,
experienced.
okay, that's not hate though. That's just people running their platform however they want to. I don't think of that as
Yeah, but then
hate.
it's belligerent. They throw a nasty comment, calling me like whatever MAGA supporters or whatever, like some derogatory remark, and I'm like, okay, you blocked me.
Would you say me calling Trump supporters MAGA demons is hateful?
Yeah, I think that's hateful.
Oh, so then I'm the person that you've been looking for.
I'm not looking for anything.
I'm the person that you're saying spreads hate.
Well, when you call people demons and a whole group of people demons, yeah.
But can I explain to you why
But you have the right to say it. You
Can
have the right to. I
well,
can't stop you from saying that.
but can I tell you why I call people that are following Donald Trump demons?
Yeah, sure.
Can I
Go ahead. Tell me why I'm a demon. Tell me why I'm a demon. Go
Great.
ahead.
Okay. So I'm assuming you still are supporting Trump still, right? And you
Yes,
know
I am.
everything about this man.
I
What
know everything about this man. Yes.
is there anything about him that has ever made you go, you know what, this guy is a liar? Have you ever thought to yourself, Donald Trump is lying a lot? Have you ever had that thought to yourself?
I know because I do my research. I will research facts.
Yeah. Have you ever
I
thought to
will.
yourself that Donald Trump has said something very evil and disgusting? Have you ever had that
Well,
thought
when
to
you
yourself?
take snippets out of his comments and then you focus in, yeah, anybody could do that. I could
No,
do that.
no,
With
no,
this,
no,
I
no.
could do that with this live. So
No,
yes,
no. But so you have thought about some of the things Donald Trump has done.
I don't focus in on a couple of words. Okay, I focus.
What about
in,
this? How about I play this?
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Okay, you know what? That's not. Everybody takes.
What did
things
he
out of
say?
context.
What did he say?
You know
What did he
I'm not
say?
I'm not
What did
going
he
there because
say?
I didn't hear it. First of all, I did not hear it.
let me-
Listen, don't.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Yeah,
What did he say?
I, what's the whole clip? Give me the before that and after that. Give me all of it.
Okay.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
I'm gonna let it play.
Weird. Stop. You're harping on it.
I'm letting it play.
You're known for saying outrageous things, Mr. Trump. Who are you, Woody Allen?
I'll tell you, God bless that man. He takes it.
He takes what?
He know. You know what? Sometimes.
What about this?
What's your favorite thing?
Hold on, I got another one. I got another one.
You're giving me
Lisa.
a clip, right? You give me a clip from.
Okay,
those
let's
words
just-
on. All right.
Well,
I
we're not
didn't
gonna
see
we're not gonna
the-
go watch all 30 minutes of
Okay,
this.
then again, so then I'm not going to give you my
What about this one? What's this one?
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
Okay, he's being goofy. If that's even him, I don't even know what you're listening to. I don't know what your sources are. So I'm not going to defend something I never saw. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay, but let's just say for the sake of TikTok, and we don't got time to go watch movies together and YouTube.
I don't
clips.
want to watch movies with you. I just would like facts. If
So-
you
so-
throw
so-
me snippets, snippets. That's,
Ma'am, let's just move forward with the
All right, go
understanding
ahead.
that
Move
you
forward.
have at least heard him say these things.
And I've heard Kamala say some things too. But go ahead.
No. But did I even raise your
Well, what
hand?
are you saying? If you can
Raise
see
your
what
hand
I'm
if you heard me.
saying-
Raise your hand if you heard me mention Kamala or Joe Biden or Hunter Biden.
You didn't. But that's what
Oh.
I'm saying. No, you didn't. But what I'm
Okay,
saying is,
but-
if you're going to go after the president that I support, I could backtrack it to the president you're supporting.
I'm
I've heard
willing.
things too.
I'm willing to even entertain that, but I want to finish the conversation.
But I don't
with,
have my clips ready. I don't have
Oh,
anything ready. This is a
but that's-
spontaneous, you know.
But that's kind of the way this is, right? And the reason I have to get these clips is because I've talked to so many of you who, when I said
Clips.
this is what Trump has done, you've all lied and
Clips.
said he didn't say it. So now I'm coming
Never said
prepared.
that he
Now,
didn't say it.
now I
never
gotta
said
come
that.
to now I gotta come to TikTok prepared, right? Either I
Yes,
gotta
you
keep
do. Just like-
I gotta
yes,
keep
you
the
do.
articles on standby. I gotta keep the audio clips on standby.
Good. Keep them
So
on standby.
so
The
now
clips, remember,
so
it's the clips you're keeping on
but
standby.
no.
The
So
sound bites, the
listen,
snippets.
Lisa. Remember when I said you wonder why I say there's possessed with the MAGA demon? You remember
I'm
that
not
part?
obsessed. I have an open mind.
No. The MAGA demon is not allowing the truth to seep through to you. You're a Christian, right? I would imagine you're a Christian. You're giving off those vibes. You're giving off those vibes. So
Well,
I
listen,
know when I'm talking to somebody that's probably deep down inside trying to be a good person, but they can't do it because there's something blocking them. And you know what's blocking it? It's the MAGA demon. And you and I both have to agree
So
on
I'm
that.
not a good person. Okay, so this is what you're saying. You're saying I'm not a good person because of who I support politically?
No, that's not what I'm
Wow.
saying. That's not what I'm saying. You didn't
That's what
listen to
you're
me.
saying.
Lem-
You're
Can
saying
I?
I'm a MAGA demon.
Can I
You're
say it
saying
again?
I've got the demon inside of me.
Now that part is true.
Really, that's really sad. I would never say that about you. Never in a million
But
years.
Lisa, let me rephrase what I just said because I think it went right over your head.
Okay,
I believe that deep down inside, you might be a great person. We could probably even go sit down and, have some coffee together, have some tea and crumpets, perhaps.
Not tea,
Really,
not into tea.
really.
I'm not into tea. Black coffee for me. No
Oh,
sugar.
well, listen, I get it. I know you want it straight black. Got it. But the thing of the matter is, Lisa, unfortunately, that goodness, it's not, we can't access it right now. So I'm trying to help you understand we can't access it because you're possessed with the MAGA demon. It's blocking it, right? Every time I give you an opportunity to tell the truth about Donald Trump, you know what you do? Your mind wanders to Kamala Harris,
No,
Joe
that's
Biden.
not true. That's
Okay.
not true.
Okay.
It's not
okay.
true.
So
All
let's
I
let's
said is
let,
I gave
let's
no.
let's
I
try
gave
this
an
again.
I gave
Let's
an
tr-
exa-
let's
I
try
gave
this
an
again,
example.
Lisa. Let's try this again.
Try
All right.
it again. Go ahead. 'Cause
You
I'm
heard
so-
him.
Wait,
You heard.
my horns are popping through my head. I thought I had them disguised. I'm
You want to
sorry.
turn your camera on and let us see those horns,
No,
perhaps?
no.
Okay, I would love to let you. You can turn your camera on if you want to. That'd be
my
fine.
horns are exposed, please. No, I don't want
Okay,
anybody to
okay,
see the
okay,
demon.
okay. And I'm glad you're at least open to understanding. And it's funny, right? If it wasn't so serious, right, it would be funny. All right. But
No,
here's the
I
thing,
think
Lisa.
It's funny. I don't
Lisa,
find it serious at all. But go ahead. I just like the way somebody who doesn't know me at all is calling me a demon, which I think is hysterical
but you're laughing at it.
because it's not true. I mean,
Well,
what would you like me to do? Cry?
Okay. Well, how would
haven't
you?
I'm not a broken person. I don't need
Okay, how about this? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe Lisa is possessed with the MAGA demon, please.
You got 100. What is? Oh my God! You probably got more.
Put a 1 in the chat if you believe Lisa is possessed with the MAGA demon. Lisa, look at that. Look at that, Lisa.
Wow. I'm impressed. They know where the number one key is. I'm very impressed.
No. You know what it is, Lisa? Look at that, Lisa. We've had 2 polls come, both of them over
okay.
hundreds.
I'm on a primarily Democratic live, so I get it. What else? am I gonna get?
No, because you came in and you said you get blocked. No one here's blocked you.
No, I'm not.
All love.
Time out. I said when I had, again, see how you twisted my words? I love this. I said when I had the flag picture on, I haven't been blocked since I changed my profile picture.
Lisa, okay, Lisa, look at this. The polls are still going over
I don't
200 plus
care.
people.
I'm in a Democrat.
And
line.
if you add it together, that's over 500 or 600 people have
That's
confirmed
okay.
today.
And I know the
Lisa,
line I'm in.
Lisa,
I know
Lisa,
the audience.
Lisa.
That's why I'm not afraid. I
Lisa,
know the audience.
Lisa.
Wait, no. You want me to be, I don't know, kowtow to something on a primarily Democratic live where your followers are mostly Democrats.
No,
so
that's-
I'm going to say, oh my God, these people are right.
Lisa,
Won't
all
do
I've asked for you is to tell the truth.
I am telling the truth.
And if you and I didn't have the audience here, and I played that clip of him saying these nasty things about
I'm
his
not
daughter.
going to- Again, I told you, I haven't saw the interview. I don't know what the interview was about. I am not going to judge based on 3 or 4 words. Okay, I'm not doing it.
Okay, all right, Lisa.
You want to judge on 3 or 4 words?
Let me see something. Let me see something.
That's
You
your
know,
decision.
Lisa-
That's your decision.
Lisa, how about this? How about this? All right, hold on. All right, you seen this photo before? What is that?
My daughter.
Hold on, listen to this.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Again, I just love the way everybody spins. But that's okay.
What do you think about this?
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
I don't know. Was she walking towards him? I don't know this. I don't know the situation. So it's a snapshot in time. I don't
Okay,
know what to tell you.
but doesn't it make the alarm bells go
But
off
wait a
in your
minute.
head?
See, if I say something, you're going to say I'm changing the subject, but it's bringing me to another person, another president who sniffs young children. So, I mean, come on. I mean, there's snippets all over.
What does this say right there? Donald Trump.
Wait a minute.
Donald Trump. What does it say
I know
right
it's
there?
Donald Trump, but
What
this
does it
is
say?
you're
What does it
doing.
say? What does it
This is
say?
what-
What does
no.
it say? What does it
No.
say, Lisa?
Trump raped E.G. even.
Okay,
though
you got
it
it.
was-
Great. All right. So
yeah. So then why wasn't he okay, now why wasn't he charged with rape then?
he's great.
Well, they
Can
had
you
to
use
change the statute. Do
you
know
say
they
you
had
say
to
great?
change
Wait.
the
First of
statute
all,
of
we don't.
limitations
First of
in
all,
New
Lisa,
York to get that?
Lisa,
To
we
go
don't
to
use.
court? Did you know
Lisa,
that?
Lisa.
Did you
now-
know that? Did you
Jesus
know
Christ,
that?
Lisa, I gotta mute you. We don't use the R word. You gotta say great. All right. I just wanted to make sure you add that, and I switched it because we don't want to get this we don't want to get the live taken down. All right. Yes, please put those F1s in the chat. This is for educational purposes only. Let's get it going. All right, Lisa, please click on the mute. All right, so Lisa,
They changed the
Lisa.
statute in New York to have that case go through. And you know that's fact.
Lisa, you're not letting the
Again,
truth
I'm
penetrate.
hearing the truth.
Okay, so let's
And I
take
gave you the truth. They changed the statute.
Can
so
you
she can bring
breathe?
charges?
Can you breathe for a second?
No, because you're
You're hyperventilating.
I'm
This
not
is
hyperventilating.
this is-
I don't have high blood pressure.
This
I don't
is
hyperventilate.
when I say the demon, these are the characteristics that I'm referring
Oh.
to. Because notice, I've been very calm with you.
And you know what? Women tend to be a little bit more emotional. I'll get it, but yeah, I'm very calm. It might be my Italian, genetics kicking in.
But okay, do you have it under control yet?
I'm fine, but
Okay.
you won't let me speak. I said they changed the statute of limitations for that case.
Did Donald Trump get the outcome he wanted out of that trial?
And excuse me, and she wore a dress that wasn't
Ma'am.
even made. She said
Ma'am.
she claimed she was wearing a dress that wasn't even made yet by
Man,
the
can I ask you?
manufacturer.
I know Donald Trump and his supporters only understand winning and losing. Just keep it simple, all right?
Yes,
did
I
he
am.
did he get the outcome in that trial that he wanted? Donald Trump, did he win or did he lose?
It was a civil case, so
Did he win it or did he lose it?
he lost it. I'm
So
not gonna lie.
Okay, so
I'm not stupid.
Okay, so we go to court. And the court is where things are adjudicated. A jury
Yes.
comes back. A jury.
In a very democratic
Wait.
In a very democratic environment, yes.
Lisa, me and you don't got to go over what happened. We could look at it. What I've already looked at
He
it. Number
also
one,
wore a dress that wasn't
listen-
manufactured.
Jesus Christ,
So-
Lisa, we don't got to go over the case. We know what happened. He was found liable, right? He had to pay this woman $80 million. Lot for defamation, all right, an essay, and the judge came back and said he did grape her. So we don't need to go into the hypotheticals, Lisa. I just need you for a split second to acknowledge the comments he made about his daughter are inappropriate and they are disgusting. He's not winning in the courtroom. That's all, Lisa. But you can't do it Because the MAGA
See how you
demon
talk?
won't.
You shut my microphone off so you could talk.
Because
over
you're
me.
not you're not
I'm
even
listening
allowing
to you, but you're not
Okay,
listening to me.
the audience and I have listened to you, all right, and we're
Okay.
concerned. We're concerned, to be
Don't
quite
be
honest.
concerned. Don't be concerned. My heart is good. Don't
Okay,
be
so
concerned.
let's do this together. Let's do this together, all right? He was found liable
Yes.
for in the E. Jean Carroll case,
Yeah.
right? So that's settled business. We don't need to go over and figure out what Donald Trump said, and it's
I'm
over.
not
That's
saying
that.
what Donald Trump said.
Okay,
I never said.
okay, but you can't
She
say any,
claimed. She claimed she wore a dress
man.
that wasn't
You and
manufactured
I,
yet.
you and I cannot say anything on TikTok that's going to change the outcome.
No, I'm
Okay,
not.
so-
I'm just telling
so
you.
let's
what she
stop.
said.
Let's-
So if you're going to
Ma'am.
point out
Ma'am.
his flaws, why can't I point out her flaws? Why?
Why are you attacking the victim?
I'm not attacking the victim. She claimed she wore a dress that wasn't even manufactured.
Ma'am, didn't you hear me say we can't say anything on this
Because
app
it was a
to change the
civil
outcome?
case.
Ma'am,
Civil case too,
Ma'am.
different than criminal.
listen.
So
Listen. You and
they
I
changed
can't
the
say
statute so she
do I
could
have
do
to
this.
do I have to hit the mute button, or are we going to have this
no, but
conversation?
you're not stating the facts either. You're not
You
stating
and
the
I
facts.
I'm saying neither one of us can say anything that will change the outcome.
No. Exactly.
Okay, so let's
No.
let's not even go there.
But wait, this is what I love. We can't change the outcome, but you don't know. You're not addressing what they did, the state of New York, to get her to go after him. You're
No.
not stating what they did, so she was able to. And that's blatant. You're not stating that.
I don't need to.
If New York did not change the statute,
Ma'am,
there
ma'am,
would never have been a case, but
Ma'am.
they did because they hate the man. Which
No.
is, hey, yes, they
No,
did.
no,
Yes,
no,
they
no, no.
did.
Would
That's
you
your
be
opinion.
able?
Again,
Would you?
that's your
Okay, how about
opinion.
this? Would you be able to show us proof of this at the moment?
No, because you know what? I'd have to go and Google it because I don't have a file.
So I like how you said no. So let's just
No, I don't
nip
have
it
it
in the butt.
readily, but
Let's
it's the
let's no.
anyone of
Okay,
those people
okay,
can
okay,
Google it.
okay. So let's stop because we only should be talking about the information that you can present. You know, I'm presenting like these audio clips.
Yeah,
I don't
I
have
like
to.
the clips.
I don't
I like
don't
the
have to go
clips.
and get it. I don't gotta go and get it and tell
I know,
you to
but
trust
I
me.
don't have it because I'm not.
Okay,
a
so let's drop
I
it.
don't have it available, but I know it
Okay,
exists.
so
That's
so
what I'm
let's
saying.
okay, you know it exists.
It
All
does
right, I
exist.
get it. Let's drop it because it's inadmissible right now.
All right, but yeah, but
It's
this is what I
inadmissible,
love.
Lisa.
This is
Lisa,
what I
let's
love.
only
This only
we
works, but if this was spun around in a different direction, you would want the same.
Lisa,
you would do the same. Trust
Lisa,
me.
Lisa, this
Because
is
I've
why
seen
I
it.
say you're possessed with the MAGA demon.
I'm
I've never
possessed.
I've never had to tongue wrestle like this with
Yeah.
other people except for people who are possessed with the MAGA demon.
But because you keep
You
on,
you know
because
you and I
won't allow us
both
to
Lisa,
talk.
Lisa, you and I both know it makes no sense to make a point take this long. You get what I'm saying? It shouldn't take this long for you to agree what he said about his daughter was inappropriate. It shouldn't take this long for you to understand he lost the court case with E. Jean Carroll. End of discussion. There's nothing you and I can say to change any of this stuff. It's in the history books. It's nothing you can say that, hey, he was in those photos with Jeffrey Epstein. You saw those, right?
Yes.
Okay. We can't go back and add more to what the situation was. It is what it is.
Yeah. So
So-
he took a picture.
so-
yeah. So he was.
So
So what? So did other people take pictures with him? What does that mean?
what does it mean? It
What does it
means
mean?
it means a lot of other people are just
Hillary
as guilty.
Clinton, Bill Clinton was on the island. I mean, come on.
Lisa, I'll tell you what it means.
yeah.
All of these things that I'm sharing with you about
Yeah.
the person running to be president of the United States, under normal circumstances, a real Christian would be concerned about it, right?
Say that again. Repeat that.
I said all the things that I'm discussing with you about this candidate on the Republican ticket. Under normal circumstances, a real Christian would be concerned about it.
like again, you're taking snippets, and I'm not
No,
gonna
no.
argue because this is
Ma'am,
going
ma'am,
on.
ma'am,
You're
ma'am,
never wait a minute. First of all, you're taking snippets. I haven't seen all the footage. I like to,
ma'am,
I,
ma'am.
I'm a visual person. I like to listen, watch what was the atmosphere, what were they doing. I'm not going to take your word, or you're not going to convince me otherwise. I have my own mind. I'm a free thinker, and if I'll do my after I get off this live, if you give me your sources of where you pulled that, I'll be more than happy to listen.
Are you on your computer now?
No, I'm on my phone, and I hate toggling back and forth. So you
What
tell
if I
me
went-
where, send them
Just
to me. Private
one of the
message
things.
me, give me a source, and I will go and I'll look, and then I'll private message you back.
Okay,
and I'll tell you what I
okay.
think.
We can do that if you and I agree that based on the information that I've given you today, you've been able to at least, come to some conclusions, right? Because for the sake of this show, I at least came a little more prepared than you expected, right?
No, because I saw what you were blatantly putting on your screen and what you were talking about.
You said you're a visual and you're a visual learner. I gave you visuals.
No, I want to see. Listen,
I gave you audio.
Analyst by trade. I'm an analyst by trade. I'm a business analyst. I like
Okay,
to see
okay,
things
but
from the
Lisa-
beginning to the end.
Lisa.
That's how I make my decisions and my conclusions.
But Lisa,
Not some snippet or a picture of something that somebody said if I didn't hear what happened before
But you-
or after that conversation.
so was that a lie when you said you're a visual learner?
I said I have to watch and listen. Well,
Okay,
you like to
so-
see.
so
I
I
like
gave
to
you the-
read.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I meant.
Okay. I gave
I'm
you
a
photos.
business analyst by trade. Okay.
Okay.
So I have to, when I look at things, I have to look at
What kind of data do you analyze?
I'm not going to go into my profession, but
Okay. But let's just say you're a business analyst and somebody gives you some corrupt data. Wouldn't it be your responsibility to call that out?
well, if it's corrupt, I have to find out why it was corrupt.
Yeah, wouldn't you have to point to the person who gave it to you and say, "Hey, this is not going to work. This data is corrupt. I can't sign off on this." In the world you're in, correct?
Well, it doesn't quite.
Otherwise,
work that way.
otherwise,
I
why are they paying you
Yeah, no, I
to
don't
push
work
on
that-
misinformation? They're not going to let you push misinformation in your
Exactly.
position. All right.
Exactly, but I don't work
So-
that way. Listen to me. You're not listening to me. I don't work that way.
Ma'am,
When I
I've
find
been-
something that's wrong, okay, and it doesn't appear to be right, before I point the finger of who should be fixing it, I find out where it came from. Did it come in that way? And if it did, then I can't go to one group. I have to go to another group to figure out why it happened that way.
Right. So you fact
there
check,
is
you
a
verify.
process. It's a
You-
process.
you-
So
you-
you don't blame. I never blatantly blame anyone until I figure out where the source came from.
Okay.
That's a business
But one thing I didn't hear you say is you just don't pass it along like there's not an issue.
Don't pass it along.
Okay. All right. So that tells me you know how to actually think critically.
Yes, I do. That's why
Now-
I do my own research. That's why
Okay.
I will never take what you're saying
Okay.
as the truth.
Right.
And neither should anyone on your live.
Okay, but you take what Donald Trump says
I
as
do my research there
at,
too.
you took what he said as the truth.
I said,
And
I
you
do
didn't
my
and you
research-
did and you
I
didn't
do
think
my
critically.
research there too.
No, you didn't think critically because earlier in the conversation I asked you, have you ever thought to yourself, Donald Trump might be a liar? And you said no.
No, okay. Okay, no, okay, there you go again. I love
I'm
how
just
this works.
I'm
I think I've
listening.
given you too much of my time, but listen, what I'm saying to you is,
You don't think I'm listening, right, Lisa? You don't think I'm listening.
I've watched and I listened to Donald Trump. I've actually done some research on things that he has said.
Like
So
what?
Yes, I do have critical thinking.
Like what? Give me an example.
About the when he called the people when he went to oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. When he called those military people, whatever they said that he said, I can't think of the words that he used, and it wasn't even true. When he went to across for World War II, the memorial, right?
When he called them suckers and losers?
Yeah. Yep.
What did you so you know he did that?
I said I researched it because somebody claimed he said that. And then I drilled down to figure out who said it, and it was somebody who was booted out of his administration, then attacked him basically.
So
There was no other proof other than one person. So that was what bothers me.
July 17.
Listen.
It was a critical meeting at the Pentagon early on in his presidency. Jim Mattis, Rex Tillerson, Gary Cohn tried to inform the president why America's safety hinged on alliances, trade deals, military bases around the world. They used maps and graphics to try to stop Trump from getting bored. But the president was not impressed by the presentation. With leaders of the military branches around the table, the president railed against the war in Afghanistan for starters, and then things got worse. In an article adapted from their book, Rucker and Lenig write, Trump's comments, quote, stunned nearly everyone in the room, and some vowed they would never repeat them. Indeed, they have not been reported until now. I wouldn't go to war with you people, Trump told the assembled brass. Addressing the room, the commander-in-chief barked, you're a bunch of dopes and babies.
All right, Lisa. Do you think 4-star generals would be lying? You think Rex Tillerson would be lying? Lisa, hit unmute. Hit unmute, Lisa. I need you.
But
do
no.
you think?
Wait. Back up. Where did that clip come from?
The internet. You can go look all of this up.
What news source?
There's various news sources that confirm this.
CNN, MSNBC. Which news source gave you that?
Lisa, you're doing it again. Lisa, you're doing it again.
No, I'm not. I just.
He said they were dopes. He said they were dope. He said that our own generals were dopes and babies, and he wouldn't go to war with them. This is the same guy that ducked out of the Vietnam War, right? Remember that?
A lot of people ducked out.
Trump himself never served in uniform. He sought 4 deferments and 1 medical disqualification, citing bone spurs in his foot to avoid going to Vietnam.
You know what his Vietnam? You know what? Wait. You know what his Vietnam was?
Now, getting back to dating, right?
Listen
I'm going to say to a woman, hey, listen, you got to go to my personal doctor, and I'm going to have you checked out. Is that a tough thing to say to a woman, or you just have the balls to say it?
You know, I'll tell you, it's amazing. I can't even believe it. I've been so lucky
Right.
in terms of that whole world.
Never gotten a social disease.
It is a dangerous world out there.
It is.
Scary. It's like Vietnam, sort of like, you know.
It is. It is your personal Vietnam, isn't it?
It is my personal.
It is. You've said that many times.
Like a great and very brave soldier.
A lot of guys who went through Vietnam can't.
His Vietnam was hooking up with women and not getting.
Was he president then when he said that stuff?
No.
I'm asking. Okay.
No. Okay, but it's funny how he ducked and dodged the real Vietnam War, right? But then he's going to take credit for going to Vietnam by hooking up with women.
Oh, please.
That's sick. That's Donald Trump.
You know what? But he wasn't president when he said that, right?
Ma'am.
No, I'm just asking you.
Ma'am, I hate to say this, ma'am, but I'm going to say it. I didn't want to get to this point with you, Lisa, because you know what I said earlier, right? I said I believe deep down inside Lisa might be a great person, but this MAGA demon that you got going on, you know what it's doing? It's basically making you a prime candidate for hell. You're on your way. You're on your way to hell, Lisa.
Now you're shaming me. I must be a better person than you because I'm actually still on this live.
No. I'm trying to help you. I am going to try to help you get out of the cult.
I'll pray for your soul.
No. Keep the curses to yourself, Lisa.
I didn't
all right.
curse.
You praying would be you trying to put a curse on me. I'm good.
Cursing. I'm not.
Well, who are you going to pray to?
I'll pray to Lord Jesus Christ.
No, you're going to pray to Donald Trump.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are, because you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ.
I do know the Lord Jesus Christ.
You can't serve. Listen, Lisa.
Catholic.
Lisa, you can't serve 2 masters. You cannot serve 2.
He's my God. Lord Jesus is my God.
Well, what would Jesus say if he saw you hanging out with Donald Trump? Knowing Donald Trump,
sinners, remember that.
Knowing Donald Trump was hanging out with Jeffrey E., one of the devil's demons.
You don't know that relationship. Just because there's a picture taken with him doesn't mean anything.
And videos. He was his wingman. He was his wing.
Okay.
Lisa, I don't. Lisa, I
hung out with a KKK guy.
Okay. So Lisa, this is why I say you're possessed with the MAGA demon.
I'm not possessed, but if you're going to point, this is what I'm saying. If you're going to point out on something on Donald Trump, then point the same thing out with Biden. Or point the same thing out with Harris.
Lisa.
You won't do that because that will expose. So
How many
stop.
people? How many people
Stop
in
the
here?
Hypocrisy.
How
It's
many
hypocrite.
people? How many people in here heard me talking about Joe Biden? Raise your hand, or Kamala Harris.
No,
And-
I'm not saying you did. See what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, if you look at the others
Lisa?
who are running this country or who are running for president, they have skeletons in their closets. Everybody does. We would have to be
So,
foolish not to think
Lisa,
Okay, that's number one.
Lisa, you're spiraling.
No, I'm
So,
not.
so
no, I'm
let's
not.
let's before you
want me to spiral, but I have a strong mind. You will never break me. Remember that.
I'm not trying to break you. That's
you
between
are.
you
You
and.
called me a demon.
No,
Yes,
that's
you
true.
did.
I didn't say you. I said you're possessed. There's a
I'm
difference.
possessed. Okay, I'm possessed. Well, what's the what's the big difference?
Well, like I said, I believe
I'm
deep
not
down
possessed.
inside you might be a
Listen,
good. I think
I'm not
deep.
possessed.
I
I'm not
think.
possessed.
Yes, Lisa. I know. Listen, I've been
I
doing this
love-
for a long
I love
time.
my country, and I love the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, that.
No,
I love
you
the Lord
don't.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, let me
my
ask you this.
Family in my country. That's the way I.
No,
roll.
you don't, Lisa.
Yes, I do.
I got proof you don't.
How do you have proof?
January 6th. Donald Trump tried to
really?
end.
Oh, the
Donald Trump.
insurrection.
Yeah, he tried to end democracy, and you're
No, he
supporting
didn't.
him.
Again, no, he didn't.
Well, guess what Mike Pence said? He said Donald Trump wanted him to place him above the Constitution. You remember that, right?
But there was a bunch of if you
Wait.
do some research, there
Wait,
are different people,
Lisa,
constitutional lawyers that say otherwise that he could have or should have.
Lisa.
And he didn't ask to stop. No, he didn't. And
Lisa, Lisa.
deflates everything. Do your homework, people. Don't only listen to this man. I'm not saying don't follow him, but just don't always take his word. Google, DuckDuckGo. There are other avenues. Do your homework. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, all right. So, do you think you know more than Mike Pence?
No, I'm not saying that.
You think Mike Pence is a Christian?
I think he is. I don't think he's a demon.
Okay. So you validate he's a Christian, and when you say working for Donald Trump as the vice president, that's pretty high up in terms of rank.
Oh yeah, he did a good job too.
Okay. So his credibility on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you place it?
Again, that was his interpretation.
Ma'am.
His interpretation.
Ma'am, on a
His
scale, ma'am.
Just like your interpretation. That was Mike Pence's interpretation of the Constitution.
Ma'am.
Other people have said otherwise. And Donald Trump didn't say.
I can just tell. I can tell.
Say that. He
you said
let's bring it back to the states. Okay.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm asking you. I didn't ask you anything about that.
yeah.
I just said, in terms of his credibility, you confirmed he's a Christian. That
He's
means
a Christian, but what does that mean? I know Christians.
okay,
who
and he's a vice president. He's a Christian and a vice president. If he says something on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rank his credibility? That's it. I'm not asking about anything else. This is the answer.
Say his credibility outside of what
No.
knowledge is. Let me tell you, no, there's a difference. There's a stark difference.
1 through 10. Give me a number.
I'm going to give you a 5, okay? Because what you're saying is you're twisting. I love how liberals twist things. Do your homework, people. That's all I'm saying. Do your homework.
So a Christian vice
Now you're
president
making Christian.
can't.
I thought Democrats. I thought you weren't supposed
No.
to.
I'm talking about Mike
I thought you weren't
Pence.
supposed to go with the religion thing. It's not a good idea.
Mike Pence is a Republican.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not talking about Democrat. So where'd you get that from? You're telling me you believe on a scale of 1 to 10, Mike Pence is a Christian. Well, you said you confirmed he's a Christian. You confirmed he's the vice president. You're saying you don't trust him.
I didn't say
A house
that.
divided, Lisa, a house divided cannot stand.
I just love the way everybody twists things.
Lisa.
Listen, I'm going to tell the people on your live, please do your homework. I'm
Lisa.
not asking you to vote for Trump. I'm not asking you not to vote for Kamala. I'm asking everybody on your live to do your homework.
Lisa.
Deep
Lisa.
dive. Go
Lisa.
past Google, go to DuckDuckGo.
I'm going to give you one last thing, Lisa, before you get up out of here. I want you to listen to the Vice President, Mike Pence.
Irrespective of the indictment, I want the American people to know that I had no right to overturn the election. And then on that day, President Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution. But I chose the Constitution, and I always will. Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be President of the United States. And anyone who asks someone else to put themselves over the Constitution should never be President of the United States again. But what the President maintained that day and frankly has said over and over again over the last 2.5 years, is completely false. I dismissed it out of hand, but sadly the president was surrounded by a group of crackpot lawyers that kept telling him what his itching ears wanted to hear. And I had hoped that on this matter of January 6th that it wouldn't come to this, because I do believe that this is going to further ignite the divide in the country. It'll be up to the government now to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this actually represented criminal activity. But what I want the American people to know is that I know in my heart of hearts that I did my duty under the Constitution that day.
All right, Lisa. So
I heard that. Listen, I'm not.
Lisa.
Listen,
I'm gonna put you. In, let's summarize what we've talked about today, Lisa. So far, we've talked about the lies Donald Trump has told. We've talked about his nasty remarks about his daughter. Talked about a couple of his court cases, one of them involving E. Jean Carroll. No. We talked about the E. Jean Carroll thing. All right. We've discussed you not really being a Christian. We talked about Mike Pence in January. Those are several things that I'm going to need you to go back to wherever corner you crawled out of and really do your research. All right. And come back when you've actually dealt with the truth. Because all of this skating around it and making excuses is not working. No, Lisa. And I just can't.
My time, and then you went.
I'm going to Lisa. I gotta save you from yourself. You're a danger to yourself and your family, Lisa, when you continue to spiral in this direction. So, do you want to repent? Do you want to repent?
And don't listen,
Lisa.
Do you want to? I don't repent to you.
Okay, I didn't tell you to repent to me, but you got a lot of repenting to do.
And so do you, my friend. So do you.
Okay.
Search your soul.
No.
Instead of putting your blatant lies and your little snippets out there, people should really investigate. That's all I'm saying. And don't insult me. Don't insult me. I came on your live because I'm cool with things, and I'm a really good.
So now I've insulted you.
But now you, my friend, insulting me.
How did I insult you?
Way to go.
Well, wait a second. Hold on. How did I insult you?
Listen, I just realized.
How did I insult you?
Gifts or the total. I appreciate that. Whoever sent that to me, it was beautiful. I wasn't asking for it, but thank you.
Lisa, are you going to do anything to actually try to be a better person after this discussion? Because
are you?
I had to volunteer my time to have this conversation with somebody. And I feel like you just took advantage of me.
I didn't take advantage. I didn't.
I feel like I went and did all this research on the back end, got all these clips ready for Lisa, and I got
convenient information. Yeah, I know.
These are things Donald Trump has said, and I've shared it with you.
Yeah,
so that you can.
And I appreciate you sharing.
Okay.
And I want people to research as well. Get the entire clips. Get the context of things.
Okay, don't but Lisa,
to people just
as my good friend Ange tells me. She says I came to class prepared. Today I came to class prepared.
But I wasn't.
You didn't
preparing to be on your live. So.
But at a certain point, you got to acknowledge I came more prepared than you.
Yeah, but I'm not a host.
Okay.
I don't have my arsenal ready for you.
Okay. Based on the information I've given you, you are the one that needs to do more research.
And because you're the one who
I'm good.
Provide more.
Thank you for the Zeus hands, everybody. By the way, thank you for those Zeus hands. Sorry, I'm cooking Lisa right now, but thank you.
I see. Me. Lisa,
not cooked. You're cooked.
No, I'm not.
And I got to move it.
You want to believe that, but I'm not cooked.
Lisa,
do your homework, people. Anybody on this live with half a brain should do their homework.
Lisa, you're just yelling. You're yelling it to the wall. You're yelling it to the darkness. You're yelling it to the void, Lisa. No one.
I might have shed some light on some people. It's not only your word.
Okay. Are you going to at least think about this conversation as you go on throughout the rest of your day? Because before you leave, I want you to understand there's no way you're not getting it.
Demon, yes, I'm going
to yeah. Okay, good. Then I did my job because you need to understand. You need to understand.
To call a fellow American a demon.
That's not the. See, this is not.
You have no proof of me of my demonhood.
The real Lisa wouldn't say that. Only the Lisa possessed with the MAGA demon would say
You
that
don't
to
know
Zeus.
me. You don't know me.
I
You
do.
don't know me.
You
You
told
don't
me
know
you're a business analyst and you wouldn't pass on fraudulent or corrupt information in your profession. I said, okay, great. Now, Lisa, using that same critical thinking, would you do that when it comes to Donald Trump? And you
I
couldn't
said-
answer
Yes,
because
did.
I asked you. I said,
need
no.
facts. I need
No.
everything from
Okay.
beginning to end. 'cause
Name
that's
one
what
thing
an
Donald
analyst
Trump.
does.
Name one thing Donald Trump has lied about, and you can't do it.
Are you
You
kidding
can't
me?
do it.
Oh my God! If he lied, I would be the first to admit it. Listen. If you're gonna nitpick a person, I'm talking about anybody, and this is just for.
You know what I just did? Your brain. You know what I just did by giving you that? Your brain went.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Shut it down.
No, it
Shut
didn't.
it down. Name one
You-
thing Donald Trump has lied
listen,
about.
I'm a stronger person than you would like to believe.
Your
okay?
brain just froze,
No, it
Lisa.
didn't. Don't you
Name-
wish it did? Don't you wish it did? It didn't.
Then name one thing
not.
Donald Trump lied about.
I just said I'm sure he lied about things,
Like
just
what?
like everyone else does.
Like
Maybe
what?
Embellished.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't have a. I don't.
That's
have
my
a-
point.
at my-
So either you're lying or
I'm lying.
you're possessed.
I'm possessed. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this day because it's a Labor Day and it's my day off this week.
Okay,
so
well, guess what I'm going to
end
do?
This.
You know what I'm going to do,
appreciate you
Lisa?
having me on. God bless
I
you.
appreciate
I will pray
you.
for your soul.
Don't put a curse on Zeus. What I'll do, Lisa, is
gonna
I'm going to
put a curse on
Lisa. Watch this. You know what I'm going to do, Lisa? I'm going to turn up this lake of fire that I got right here. Let's turn it up to extra high. All right.
Oh boy, am I gonna burn?
You're about to get tossed into the lake of fire.
Oh.
Any last words,
Hey,
Lisa?
anybody got a life jacket for me?
No. You don't need a life
Fire
jacket.
extinguisher?
Ladies and
Fire
gentlemen.
extinguisher? Is there any
Ladies,
fire extinguishers out there?
wow. She really wants to get into this lake of fire. To the people in the audience, please get those boos and those shames together.
Please give me those
for
booze and shakes,
Lisa.
because I don't know how I'm going to spend the rest of my day. I'm going to hide in a hole and cry.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's with great honor that I got to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa is clearly possessed with the MAGA demon. And it's now time for us to cast her into the lake of fire with all other MAGA demons who've came on this show before her and lied through her teeth. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Lisa the biggest round of booze and shame because she totally deserves this. Goodbye, Lisa. Bye, Lisa.
Silence, you MAGA demon!
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Goodbye, Lisa. I believe Lisa might be a good person underneath all of that evil, demonic stuff she's got going on. But right now, Lisa is really fighting for her soul. Lisa, you might want to get off of that Trump train because like I've said to everybody that follows it, right, that's on that Trump train, you're guaranteed to get the ultimate MAGA reward. Jail, and if you don't get your soul right, hell, with a chapter 11 in between. Just look at the January 6th so-called hostages. They're all getting the ultimate MAGA reward. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even get through all of my Donald Trump, he's on Fox yesterday. I didn't get through all of that, dealing with that MAGA demon. Boy, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot, and I mean this, you cannot make this stuff up. All right, who do we got next, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Who is this? Laura? How you doing, Laura? Laura, are you there? Laura, going once, going twice. Sold, ladies and gentlemen. We can't do it. Okay, Laura, there's something wrong with you. All right, good morning, Jess. How are you doing, Jess?
Oh, man, I'm great. Oh, Laura.
You mean Lisa?
Lisa. Oh.
Yeah, we didn't. Laura didn't patch through.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Well, what a MAGA demon. Lisa, you understand? Hold on, let me turn. You have over 1,000 followers. You should be ashamed you didn't come to class prepared. Because I know you hate flip-flopping through the apps, but so this right here, 30,000 lies or mistruths during presidency. That's 21 a day, meaning if his mouth was moving, he was lying. And
wow, Lisa, get your notepad out, Lisa, because this is for you.
How come? Whoopsies. How come Donald Trump has more photos with Jeffrey E? Oh, it says 197. I don't know if you can see it.
I can see it. It says 197 Trump and Epstein
with his children.
Wow.
Yep, more photos with him than his own kids. Let's see what else I got here ready for you. Oh, about the E. Jean Carroll case. E. Jean, not Eugene. So this right here, it's the Adult Survivors Act. This was a temporary window giving survivors a chance to get some justice. It wasn't changed specifically for E. Jean Carroll. You see that lady right there? She's a survivor herself, and she's the one who introduced the act.
Lisa, are you there? I know I threw her in the lake of fire, but she should be there because her thing is she likes to do research. Well, Lisa, we're helping you.
And then what she was saying about Kamala Harris. She capped the cost of insulin at $35 with Joe Biden. They enacted a $1 trillion investment into the country's infrastructure. She's made more tie-breaking votes in about 200 years, I believe. She set a record. And she's been the first Black and Indian woman in her career. Multiple times. She's broken glass ceilings. She has a plan for childcare, and if you actually look at their tax plans, Trump's and hers comparatively, you will be saving money with Kamala Harris, and our deficit as a country wouldn't be as bad. Donald Trump's was like almost $6 trillion compared to 2 with Kamala Harris.
You hear that, MAGA? You all keep
they all fucking tag me, Tricky Dicky, with the drippy.
Whoa!
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Who is that?
Getting therapy at BetterHelp.
Who is Tricky? Clicky? Is this? Who's Tricky? Who's Tricky?
Oh,
Clicky?
that's the blasphemer down in the comments.
Trash
the one
bait.
with the little baby gherkin.
Trash bait.
Yeah, trash bait.
Trash bait. Trash bait.
Hold on, I got something for him, and then I'll drop down because I don't want to take too much of your time. You've been cooking with gas today, and
yeah. I'm cooking the MAGA demons, but you are as well. Don't get it twisted. You're doing a great job. All right. These people know their end is near.
Y'all seen me play this again the other day, but
Nurse,
Laura,
thank you.
I need you to understand what Zeus was playing earlier was from Wendy Williams, Fave 5. It was rapid fire questions back to back to back. They did not spend time talking about the fucking question or what he said. It just
keep
went
it
back
clean,
to
Jess.
back.
Caught that, Jess. I caught that,
It's
Jess.
just these people, man. These people don't get it.
Tell
There was
him.
nothing extra. Okay,
Sorry,
now
Mother.
let's watch this. This is where he's talking about Tiff at 1 year old. What do y'all got to say about that? About a baby, about an infant.
Listen up, Lisa.
It's the lost Donald Trump video that has people talking. Trump and then-wife Marla Maples appeared on the TV show Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous back in 1994. Host Robin Leach asked about their daughter Tiffany, who was then just a year old.
Now, Donald, what does Tiffany have of yours and what does Tiffany have of Marla's?
Well, I think that she's got a lot of moral, and she's really a beautiful baby, and she's got Marla's legs. We don't know whether or not she's got this part yet, but time will tell.
Daily Show host Trevor Noah dug up the long-forgotten footage.
I'm pretty sure nobody has seen.
So, what do you got to say about that? Was that just a joke? He was just joking that a 1-year-old has his wife's legs and they don't know if they got her breasts yet?
Sick.
That's just a joke, right?
This is some
Y'all
sick
are
stuff.
sick. And with that, I'm going to drop because what kind of excuse they got for that? I'm a liar. I made it up, okay? Have a great fucking day.
Oh, well,
sorry,
wow.
sorry, Zeus. Sorry, Zeus.
All
These
right, all
people
right.
are just triggering
Don't
me.
let
I'm
them
sorry.
get
I'm
you.
going to drop down. I love you. I'm so sorry.
Love you too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Jess a round of applause. No lies detected. You see here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the problem with a lot of these Trump supporters. We give them nothing but the facts, and guess what? They continue to allow the MAGA demon to spread misinformation. Any Trump supporters in the chat, please put a 1 in the chat, all right? If you believe Donald Trump and his lies, please, by all means, put a 1 in the chat. This is the same person that said yesterday he had a right to interfere with the election. This is some sick stuff you guys have gotten yourselves into.
Hello there.
Greetings, Osa. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. Happy to be here, man.
Yeah,
It looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're doing pretty
Huh?
well. I said, it looks like you're doing really well. So it's been a while.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. Have you been following the conversation, and what are your thoughts about what's been happening so far?
A little bit. I've been in here for the last, I want to say 15 minutes ish.
Okay, so you heard Lisa in the box and doing all the little flip flopping she was doing, correct?
I heard a little bit of the exchange between you and her. Maybe you can.
Yeah. What is there any advice you want to give Lisa or not, or do you think she did a pretty good job?
Well, I would say advice as far as I can give her. I mean, I don't know if I can give her advice, but obviously, she's a Trump supporter, as I am too.
Oh,
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, so I know you're probably not gonna maybe like her positions or anyone who's a Trump supporter or a MAGA supporter.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
So why? When did you drink the Kool-Aid?
When did I drink the Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Well,
what is the number one thing that makes you just feel like this is the right person?
Well, my positions on politics, I think politics is flawed in the fact that you're limited to only 2 options, that you have to pick the lesser of the 2. And given the fact that I've been a lifelong Democrat supporter and felt that they really didn't do anything substantial in the past 60 years.
Wrong.
To me, where I said, you know what, let me give Trump a chance to see what he's able to do.
So you didn't vote for Trump in 2016?
No.
You didn't vote for him in 2020?
No.
And somewhere along the way, you've been compromised and you're going to vote for him in 2024. Let me get this straight.
Yes.
Do you think, what do you think about him leading the insurrection?
Of the insurrection?
Yeah.
I don't agree with the notion of him so-called leading an insurrection.
What did I miss? Excuse me? Who was responsible for that?
Well, the whole notion that, Trump is the guy who led an insurrection, that's hasn't been proven true. That's
so you're saying you're going with the lesser of 2 evils.
You have to, unfortunately.
And Trump is the lesser.
I believe he's the better option than
well, no. I'm saying Trump is the lesser. So you believe Trump is less evil than Kamala Harris, even though you've heard everything I talked to Lisa about.
Not
everything.
Not everything. I was only here maybe about 10, 15 minutes.
You didn't hear about the Jeffrey? Well, Jess just covered
I heard something.
Okay, so
you said about photos, right?
Yeah, Jeffrey E. We call him Jeffrey E. over here.
Okay.
Ain't no justification for that, and you know that.
Oh, just him just taking pictures of photos?
Not even being in the same room as him at this point. It's suspicious.
Well,
it's suspicious. And knowing everything Donald Trump has done, E. Jean Carroll, his daughter, it confirms that he was in bed with this man when it came to committing these crimes. He knew it. That's why you asked him in the interview, they said, sir, would you declassify the JFK files? Absolutely. Let's declassify. What about 9/11? Absolutely. What about those Jeffrey E. files? Yes, but that one not so much because, yeah, you know what that means. Guilty. Katie Johnson, you see them putting Katie Johnson in the chat. So you cannot put that demon on Kamala Harris.
Okay. Well,
you know that.
I'll say this. Let me respond to that. Just because you have an individual taking a photo, it doesn't mean that they're somehow in cahoots or in bed with one another. Obviously, we know what Jeffrey E. did is horrible, obviously.
You know what they do in court? You know what they do? It's admissible as evidence, though.
Was it used as evidence at some point?
I said it is admissible. As they can use audio, they can use video, they can use pictures, they can use writings. All of that would fall under the umbrella of evidence to help support any charges that they wanted to bring. And what we're saying is, you know what'll really make them look innocent? No photos.
Yeah, that's true. But then also, just because somebody takes a photo with somebody doesn't mean that there's tacit approval.
I get that, but context matters. And what we're saying is you got the flight logs. You got the voicemails and the logs of what he was doing and the times he was doing it. You got him on the photos dancing and gyrating his hips. Yeah.
Well,
only a person that's blind, and I hate to say this about you, Osa, but
sure,
you're possessed.
Am I possessed, really?
Absolutely. Because I know you wouldn't give a person like Donald Trump a chance any other place in your life. If you were running a business, you'd say this guy got all of this going on. He's been indicted 4 times. He's actually been convicted of fraud. You would say there's no way I let this guy run my business.
Well,
but you're gonna go Democrat, Trump. The bell didn't go off in your head, bro. Like, hey, wait a second, that doesn't look too great. That doesn't make sense.
Well, let me ask you this. As far as the Democratic Party is concerned, what have they really done of substance within the past 60 years? That would be a question I would pose to you.
No. Because that turns into you wanting to argue with me over policy, right? And I believe, there's going to be things you can point at and say there's things they did that are great. And there's going to be things where you're going to say, you know what, I don't necessarily care too much about that. And I believe that's a separate conversation than what we're dealing with. You are trying to literally say the man that tried to end our democracy as we know it is a better choice over somebody that you might have policy differences with.
Well,
I just don't get that. That doesn't work in my world.
Well, okay. Well, I'll say
So you had Mike Pence saying he told him to place him above the Constitution. I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Lisa. Is Mike Pence a Christian?
I don't know. Is he a Christian?
He says he is.
Well, just because a person says...
That's the party you're trying to be in, right? You're a Republican now.
I am not a Republican. I'm independent.
Okay. Well, you're supporting the Republican candidate.
Yes.
Has Mike Pence endorsed Donald Trump?
I don't think so.
And where are the other Republicans that work for him? Why are they not endorsing him?
You'd have to ask them. I don't know.
Well, because he's a danger. So isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that the people who work with this man are telling his supporters, run, this guy is dangerous? Stephanie Grissom, she said at the DNC, she said he calls his supporters basement dwellers.
Well, I would say not all Republicans are the same. You have some people that support him and you have some people that don't, and they have their reasons why.
Okay, but the thing about it is you know better. When you know better, you're supposed to do better. You have enough information, Osa, let's just be honest, to know that Donald Trump does not care about this country. Really? He doesn't respect our men and women in uniform, right?
I don't agree with that.
You don't have to, but it doesn't mean it's not true.
So how does he not respect the men and women in uniform?
Well, he calls them dopes and babies. You got the Dover Air Force Base incident where the father of the Marine refused to shake his hand because of the Yemen raid. He authorized that with, guess who? Steve Bannon and who? Jared Kushner instead of his national security advisor. Why did he do that? Oh, because Obama wouldn't do it. Oh, so you're not even going to think strategically. You're just going to do things Obama wouldn't do just to get off, and you're going to cost Americans their lives.
Okay, so can we?
The Arlington Cemetery thing. I mean, so you're going to weaponize a few members that say, yes, Trump, we would let you use us, and you're going to just use that as a way to disrespect the entire branch, sir? You know, this is what I'm talking about,
Can we
Osa.
address one point at a time, too?
Well, I mean, how many points we got to address?
Well, we can address.
Don't you think I got too many? Don't you think there's just too many points for you to be playing defense on?
Well, I would say it's important to address one point at a time to provide context, right? I think the first comment that you were talking about were the fact that he was denigrating the men and women in uniform, right?
He is.
He called them dopes and babies.
Yes.
So this was, I believe, July 2017, right? So what
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So what was the context behind him calling generals dopes and babies?
You want me to give it to you?
I can give it to you.
No. If you want me to give it to you, when I give it to you, I don't want you to try to do anything with it. Just say that's what it is, Zeus.
Well, there's a reason why that he said that, right? I think
Why?
that matters, right?
Why?
So
is it ever acceptable? Listen, Osa. Is it ever acceptable for a person to say, "I respect Kim Jong-un. I respect President Xi. I respect Vladimir Putin. I have no respect for my generals"?
Well, again, if he's criticizing generals and he believes that they're not doing a good job, and then he's criticizing them, as commander in chief, he reserves the right to do that.
Osa,
into his presidency, right? So this is July.
Osa.
I haven't really said much. If I may.
Osa, listen, brother. I'm trying to get you to answer the question. Is it acceptable for the commander in chief of the United States of America to disrespect our men and women in uniform, but praise our adversaries, these dictators?
See,
you don't see an issue with that?
That's the thing. He did not disrespect servicemen and women.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not. I can tell you what happened because I know the comments that you're talking about.
Go for it.
So he was critiquing the generals at that time because he felt that they were not as aggressive in regards to military procedures and practices. That's why he was criticizing the generals. But he in no way, shape, or form denigrated every single service member. He did not do that.
Okay. So let's go to the tape. Let's make sure I go.
Yeah.
Okay.
He called the generals dopes and babies.
He did.
Yeah. But not servicemen and women. So calling generals dopes and babies is different.
What about he doesn't like? What about the comment he made to John McCain about John McCain?
In the past, he attacked former prisoners of war like Senator John McCain, who spent 5 years in captivity.
He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He is a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured. Okay, I hate to tell you.
Trump's former chief.
That's disrespectful to a lot of men and women in uniform. You see what I'm saying?
So
that's disrespectful.
Okay, so did he say that to John McCain or did he say that to every single member in the military?
He didn't say it to John McCain. McCain wasn't there. He said it in an interview. Didn't you hear the question?
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Okay, Osa, it's the fact that you have to defend this nonsense. That should be an alarm bell should be going off. You should not have to keep defending this stuff. It is what it is.
No, but I'm saying, did he say it specifically to John McCain or to every single member in the military? If he said
he said it during an interview. Okay. McCain was not there. Do you need me to play it again?
That's what I'm asking you. If now
he attacked former prisoners of war like Senator John McCain, who spent 5 years in captivity.
He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He is a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured. Yeah. I like people that weren't captured. Okay, I hate to tell you.
Yeah, he said he is not a war hero because he was captured, and I don't like people who are captured.
So is people more than one? Is people more than one?
He's talking specifically.
Sir, is people more than one?
Obviously, people's more than one.
So it's not just he didn't say it. He could have said I don't like John McCain. Period. But he put a little extra on it.
But let's be real. Let's keep it in context. We're reaching. He's talking specifically about John McCain. He's not talking about every single person in the military.
Okay, so let's talk about the dopes and babies.
July 17, It was a critical meeting at the Pentagon early on in his presidency. Jim Mattis, Rex Tillerson, Gary Cohn tried to inform the president why America's safety hinged on alliances, trade deals, military bases around the world. They used maps and graphics to try to stop Trump from getting bored. But the president was not impressed by the presentation. With leaders of the military branches around the table, the president railed against the war in Afghanistan for starters, and then things got worse. In an article adapted from their book, Rucker and Lenig write, Trump's comments, quote, stunned nearly everyone in the room, and some vowed they would never repeat them. Indeed, they have not been reported until now. I wouldn't go to war with you people, Trump told the assembled brass. Addressing the room, the commander-in-chief barked, you're a bunch of dopes and babies.
That's okay?
Well, here's the thing. Obviously, we know Trump for his confrontational style. We know that, right? So if he feels that the top members within the military are not doing their job appropriately, he reserves the right and has every right to call them out. That's it. You might not agree with it. And again, I can't say that I agree with everything Trump says or does, but if he has a certain criticism about whether or not the military, and I'm talking about the people in the top positions, are not doing their job, he reserves the right to call them out on it.
Donald Trump tonight fending off criticism that he insulted veterans when he said the nation's highest civilian honor, the Medal of Freedom, is, quote, much better than the Medal of Honor, which is reserved for America's greatest war heroes. Trump was addressing Republican mega donor Miriam Adelson, who he awarded the Medal of Freedom when he was in office.
We gave Miriam the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's the highest award you can get as a civilian. It's the equivalent of the Congressional Medal of Honor, but civilian version. It's actually much better because everyone gets the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's soldiers. They're either in very bad shape because they've been hit so many times by bullets, or they're dead. She gets it, and she's a healthy, beautiful woman.
Osa?
Yes. So
disrespecting veterans.
He was disrespecting all veterans. What did he say?
Oh, so you didn't hear it? You didn't hear it?
No, I didn't hear him disrespecting all
Okay. And so, Osa,
sure.
This is why you're possessed with the MAGA demon.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No. And again, I've known you for quite a while, and I don't necessarily, I'm shocked, honestly, that you somehow along the way have gotten off course, and you really cannot be critical of Donald Trump.
I can be critical, absolutely.
We've just had a very in-depth discussion about examples of things that he has said that's very disrespectful to the community of, and the men and women who've served this country. And there's really nothing you can say to say what he said was acceptable. So what if unless you've been compromised, right?
So let's say this. What if I were to give you evidence of him consistently praising the United States military? How would you feel about that then?
Where is it?
I can bring that. So yeah,
you got it?
So I have it here. So there's 2017 where he made a comment pertaining to the National Defense Authorization Act signing. He said, we will make America's armed forces stronger than ever before, and we will provide our service members with the tools they need to defend our nation and defeat our enemies. Does that sound like somebody who's anti-military to you?
Yeah, that sounds like somebody that's trying to play both sides of the fence.
So then what about this one? This was
No. Osa. Okay. Donald Trump says that he lies and then he goes and says something else at this, like for instance, his position on the 6-week ban abortion in Florida. He's saying both sides of it. So the damage is done, bro. Mm-hmm. You can't go around being an abuser and then do something good and say, well, look, I'm a great person. No. This is a cycle of abuse that he's gotten into with his supporters, folks like yourself, and it's disgusting.
Well, I would say
and it needs to stop.
Well, I would say this: if you're
talking, you can't let. I'm not going to let Donald Trump do 10 bad things and then do one good thing and say, oh, you know what? Come on in and give us a hug. Mm-hmm. That's an abuser.
So what if I were to provide you evidence of him giving benefits to veterans?
It doesn't matter. He's left a wake of destruction. It's like, are you in a relationship?
I am. Yes.
Okay. You go out and you cheat on your partner, you do it 5 or 6 times, and then you turn around and show up with a brand new sports car. Does that change anything?
Absolutely not. No, it doesn't.
Thank you. It's the same thing with this guy.
Really?
He does not care about you. He does not care about the country. Like I asked you at the top when it came to our men and women in uniform. It's funny that he's never said anything like that about Vladimir Putin or President Xi or Kim Jong-un. He can't be critical of them. But for some strange reason, it's acceptable when you're being critical of our generals to call them dopes and babies, suckers and losers.
Yeah, but remember,
something's not right, Osa. Something's just not right.
I'll say
and
this.
I need you to figure it out.
I'll say this. If he's denigrating every single service member, that's one thing. But he didn't do that. He was calling out generals in their handling.
Osa, if he can use such strong language about one person that is in uniform, to me, that's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Even if he does it to just one.
So is it
when you got these foreign dictators out here that are in some cases war criminals, and he praises them? You don't see the issue here. You don't see the issue, Osa, and that's the thing. I can't help you at this point. All I can say is you might be a good person underneath all of that, and I believe you may have been, but you're compromised. Somewhere along the way, the MAGA demon took over your vessel, and the truth is not penetrating. The truth just isn't penetrating, bro.
I'm not taken over by a MAGA demon. I resent that.
Let me ask the audience. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Osa is possessed with the MAGA demon. Please put a 1.
No, that's not fair. I'm not.
No, Osa. No. Please put a 1 if you think Osa is possessed with the MAGA demon. Okay, look at this, Osa.
That's fair though.
Osa. No, Osa. That's not how this works. You can't look at it. Woo!
Everybody's saying
woo!
Everybody's saying 1. That kind of hurts my feelings. I'm not possessed by a demon. My feelings are hurt. I'm in my fifis. And look, I'll put it this way. I don't hate anybody on as far as who they choose to support.
Yeah, but we didn't ask you. Right now, I'm trying to help you get your soul together, brother.
That's
all right?
You trying to help me get my soul back?
Yeah. And what we're going to need you to do is really work on this truth thing, right? We started out, we've talked about January 6th, and let's just be honest, we didn't really go too deep into that, but you know Donald Trump lost, right?
Lost the election?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost. It is what it is.
Yeah. Why was he holding a campaign rally after he lost?
A campaign rally after he lost? You'd have to ask this team. I'm not sure.
Well, do you need a campaign after you lost?
Well, I mean, he has the right to have a campaign, doesn't he?
Do you need a campaign rally after you lost an election?
Well, again, you'd have to ask him.
No, I'm asking you.
If he wants to have a campaign rally, let him have a campaign rally.
I didn't say that. I'm asking you. You campaign in order to win an election, right?
Yes.
You lost the election, but you still have a rally for your campaign.
I have the right to do that if he wants to do it.
Okay. Great. So now we're getting some clarity in terms of why all those people were there. Who are they there for?
You're talking about the people who support his campaign. Obviously, they're there for him.
On January 6th, right?
January 6th?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. January the 6th, you say?
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. This whole notion that he was the ringleader behind January the 6th, obviously, there's no evidence to support the fact that he's the ringleader and he tried to set up this insurrection. That's already
okay. No, Osa. You already admitted he lost.
He lost. It is what it is.
Okay. You don't campaign after you lost. There's no reason to do it. The election's over. So the fact that he decided to campaign, all right, that's his prerogative. He can do whatever he wants. But what that signaled is it was an event he was behind. And guess who organized it?
Really?
Him.
What's your evidence to support the fact that he was...
What was the name of the event? What was the name of the event? Wasn't it called Stop the Steal?
So I'm asking you,
Sir, wasn't it called Stop the Steal?
was it? I don't
Yes.
know. Okay.
See, so now we just playing. Now we pretending we don't know what's going on.
No, so I'm saying, are there any court documents or records to suggest that he was the lone guy behind an insurrection? Anything? Nope.
He's been indicted.
Was he proven guilty for that? Yes or no?
Well, he hasn't gone to trial, Osa.
Didn't they try to impeach him twice?
He did get impeached twice. He did get impeached twice. He did get impeached twice.
What were the results of those impeachments?
He wasn't convicted.
There we go.
But he was impeached twice. So, Osa, let's get back to what I was saying, because I think I'm about to have a breakthrough with you real quick, champ. I know it's about to come. So the Stop the Steal rally was something Donald Trump and his inner circle organized. Donald Trump advertised on his Twitter account. He says, be there on January 6th. It's going to be a big protest. Will be wild. That's direct evidence that links him to the event. And his supporters, believe it or not, showed up in Trump gear. I call it paraphernalia, with equipment, metal whips and chains, tactical gear, spray. You know they call it the spray. I call it demon spray. All right. This stuff they spray it on you, you get possessed with the MAGA demon. All right. And he tried to get Mike Pence to be a part of it. Mike Pence says, no, I won't place you above the Constitution. You don't remember any of this?
So then let me ask you.
Then he went to the ellipse. So he went to the ellipse and he encouraged his supporters to engage in heinous acts of violence. You don't remember any of this?
Okay, so if what you're saying is true, I want to be able to impeach him then. If what you're
He
saying
was impeached for January 6th.
Found guilty or no?
Listen, Osa, and see, this is where I say,
Because
unfortunately, Osa, there's no helping a brother like you. You've drank the Kool-Aid.
I drank the Kool-Aid. Is that what I did?
Yeah, you're irredeemable. All right, and I don't even have enough time this morning to go any deeper with this. But I'll do this, Osa. I'll do this for you.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want, but I think right here, we're going to walk down to the Capitol. And we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. And we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them. Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
So, did he go to the Capitol with him? Osa, did he go to the Capitol with those people he told to go there?
I didn't see him.
Do you know of him going to the Capitol? It's a yes or no?
I don't know of him going to the Capitol.
So the answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that so hard?
No, it's not hard. I don't think he went with them.
You know, it's not. You don't think. You know he didn't go with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are we beating around the bush, Osa?
I'm not beating around the bush. What was the point of the question, though, or the statement?
Okay, I asked you, did he go to the Capitol with him?
No.
But he lured those people there.
He lured them there?
He lured them. Yeah, he invited them to Washington, D.C. Those are his supporters. He invited them there. Okay. Told them to go to the Capitol. He didn't go.
Okay. And what was
now, after they went in there and they committed all those crimes, what did Donald Trump do?
You tell me. What did he do?
I would like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol.
Wait a second. Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, he said heinous attack.
On what?
On the Capitol. It's not a...
Oh, wait. Wasn't he the one that just said we're going to go to the Capitol?
It doesn't sound like he's endorsing...
Wait, Osa, you're not answering my question.
But I keep being interrupted. I don't mind answering. I will answer directly if I'm given the opportunity to do so.
Okay. Can you just answer my question? We can get into all the fluff after. Was he not the same person that told his supporters to go to the Capitol and he would be right there with them?
If you're talking about supporting in regards to protesting, Yes.
No. I didn't ask you to add or take away from my question. I could ask very good questions on my own. I don't need anybody to give me a crutch or put training wheels on what I'm doing.
Sure.
Please answer the question. Did Donald Trump say to his supporters, we're going to go down to the Capitol and I'll be right there with you?
Sure.
Okay, yes. Now, hours later, this is what Donald Trump says.
Okay.
I would like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol.
Stop right there. I'm going to go more.
Okay.
This is the same person that just told his supporters to go to the Capitol. Now he's saying this was a heinous attack on the Capitol.
Okay, so I don't mind answering the questions. I'll do that, but I have to be given a chance to be able to plead the case. If I may.
Are you going to end up where I need you to be, which is Donald Trump is responsible for the attack on the Capitol?
There's no evidence for that, though.
Okay, then we don't need to hear you add anything else because you're deranged. You're deranged. Listen to what he said. Listen. I don't want to entertain people who weren't there. All right, and don't have the facts. All right, we got the facts. All right. So listen.
I'd like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders.
I'll be right back.
America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay. We have just been through an intense election and emotions are high, but now tempers must be cooled and calm restored. We must get on with the business of America. My campaign vigorously pursued every legal avenue to contest the election results. My only goal was to ensure the integrity of the vote. In so doing, I was fighting to defend American democracy. I continue to strongly believe that we must reform our election laws to verify the identity and eligibility of all voters and to ensure faith and confidence in all future elections. Now Congress has certified the results. A new administration will be inaugurated on January 20th. My focus now turns to ensuring a smooth, orderly, and seamless transition of power. This moment calls for healing and reconciliation. 2020 has been a challenging time for our people. A menacing pandemic has upended the lives of our citizens, isolated millions in their homes, damaged our economy, and claimed countless lives. Defeating this pandemic and rebuilding the greatest economy on earth will require all of us working together. It will require a renewed emphasis on the civic values of patriotism, faith, charity, community, and family. We must revitalize the sacred bonds of love and loyalty that bind us together as one national family. To the citizens of our country, serving as your president has been the honor of my lifetime. And to all of my wonderful supporters, I know you are disappointed, but I also want you to know that our incredible journey is only just beginning. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Okay. Did you want me to comment on that?
Sure.
Okay, well, from what I heard, and just to be fair, it doesn't seem like he's endorsing the people that perpetuated the attack on the Capitol. In fact, he is demonizing them and saying that they need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. It doesn't sound like he's approving the actions of these people.
That's what you took out of that?
Mm-hmm. And he also talked about the transition of power, that he's going to transition out of power and that Biden won the election. He also talked about the idea of having a fair election because he, I guess, believes that maybe the election wasn't fair, but he's going to concede to the results. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't seem like he's approving of what happened on the Capitol in regard to the attack because I can admit this with you. I think what happened at the Capitol was horrible. horrible, right?
But those are the people you're aligning with.
But
These are he calls these people hostages. Do you believe those people are hostages, Osa?
Who is hostage?
The J6ers, the one he sang with on that song, right before he went to Waco, Texas, and did a rally in Waco. He's going to all these sundown towns lately. That's where he holds his rallies. These are the people you're aligning with. These are,
I could talk about
and some occasions, these are white supremacists. Okay. He's saying they're hostages.
So let me be fair. So let's back up.
Do you believe they're hostages?
Before I get to that, I want to back up a little bit first.
You might want to back up a lot.
Yeah, so I'll back up a little bit. Obviously,
you might want to back up a lot, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I think you and I can acknowledge what happened at J6 was horrible. Horrible. We can acknowledge that. And for the people that perpetuated that attack against the Capitol, they need to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Okay? So that's out of the way. But remember...
But wait. Trump said those are hostages. He wants to pardon them.
Or was he talking about was he talking about those people being hostages, or was he talking about the people that were protesting peacefully?
No, he said the J6ers free the hostages. Oh, so listen, bro. This is where I have to say, this is a lot of deception. This is a lot of wickedness and evil going on inside of you, bro. I never knew you could be this compromised.
I don't know. I think I'm very. You know what? I respect your platform too. I think I'm being very fair, right? I think I'm being very fair, and I can't say that I agree with everything that Trump says or does. But I can't say that I do. But in terms of having
you failed.
I feel like I have to pick one of them.
No, Osa, you failed to be honest. Like the previous guest,
okay,
Lisa.
So what do you want me to be honest about then? I'll be honest.
You promise? You promise. Okay. Yes. Were those people there on January 6th there to support Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Did Donald Trump and his inner circle plan the Stop the Steal rally?
Rally? Yes. We'll say.
So that Donald Trump was there. They planned this.
We'll say he planned the rally. We'll go ahead.
No, you said you're going to be honest. So, okay, yeah. So if Donald Trump planned the rally, did I hear it correctly, say to his supporters, go to the Capitol and I'll be there with you?
He did say that, yes.
Yeah. So with that all being said, isn't it fair to say Donald Trump planned the attack?
No.
What did I miss?
No.
Listen, let me make sure you and I understand this. If I plan the event and I send my people in there to go do something, what do you mean I didn't plan it?
No, because you have to ask yourself, what was the purpose of the event?
No. You
have to ask yourself the question.
The purpose was to stop the steal.
Was it to over?
Sir, the purpose was to stop the steal.
You gotta let me cook.
Wait,
at least the last guest had a chance to cook just a little bit.
Well, you're cooking. You're cooking, but you're not cooking anything that anybody wants. Did he call the event Stop the Steal?
Yes. But
okay, so that was the plan.
But then, again, it depends upon the overall purpose. Now, is the purpose just to simply protest and make your voices heard like Trump alluded to? Or was the purpose to overthrow the government?
I would argue both.
Really?
We all heard their voices already. We've been hearing their voices for a long time. We didn't need them to go to the Capitol to hear their voices. So they've been doing this since since he came down the Golden Escalator. We've heard their voices.
Okay, so you think the purpose of the rally was to overthrow the government and to overturn the election results?
You don't have a fake elector scheme for nothing. You don't have people losing their law licenses and getting indicted for nothing. Look at this. Everyone put a yes in the chat. Look at these people putting the yes. Osa.
Yeah, they don't like me. I don't know why they don't.
No. Don't. You're not a victim.
No, I'm not saying I'm a victim. It's just
okay. These are people who are paying attention, just like I've been paying attention. I thought you were, and you can't see that Donald Trump literally. Look at all these people putting yes in the chat. You can't understand. You see it, but you don't understand that Donald Trump literally planned to break the law. He actually went on Fox News yesterday and said he had a right to do it. Do you think he had a right to interfere with the election?
to interfere with the election, as in, no, listen.
That's what he just said. That's what he just said.
Let's keep it all the way a buck, and let me be honest. Now, if you're just protesting, that's one thing, right? If you're trying to actively break the law, that's something else, obviously. And I don't support people.
Okay, hold on. Let me give it to you. This is what he said yesterday. All right, Osa? Hold on. This is what he said.
Sure.
Whoever heard you get indicted for interfering with presidential election where you have every right to do it? You get indicted and...
Thank you, Rick. Our gift, everyone. I tell you, you all are so amazing. I don't thank you enough, but thank you. Now listen to this, Osa.
Whoever heard you get indicted for interfering with a presidential election where you have every right to do it, you get indicted and your poll numbers go up. When people get indicted, your poll numbers go down.
You hear what he said? He had every right to interfere with the election. Do you see his fingerprints on the crime scene yet, Osa?
Well, I'll say this. Was he, now you're talking about...
Osa, every time I ask a yes or no question, we go on this wow goose hunt. I mean, what is up with you Trump supporters?
Go ahead. Ask me. Go ahead.
He said, earlier you just said he didn't have the right to do it. He just went on the Fox and said he did have the right to do it.
Now, when you say interfering, define that. What does that mean? When you say interfering, what does that mean?
Whoever heard you get indicted for interfering with...
Trump said it, not me.
So can I ask you this question? When he's saying interfering, what does that mean? Is he trying to break the law, or is he just trying to say, hey, you know what? I don't know about these results. Can you double check the results to see if they're valid or not? What are we talking about here?
Osa, we know what it is. I don't need to explain this to you, but you know what? Listen, I can't be on TikTok all morning. All right? I need to, honestly, continue doing what I've been doing, all right? I've delivered the truth, and it is now time for me to dust my...
You're going to dust me off.
And I'm going to...
You're going to kick me off. I see how it is.
I'm going to turn up the lake of fire. Ladies and gentlemen, is it time for Osa to go into the lake of fire? This is a MAGA demon.
I can't be redeemed. I can't be redeemed.
No, you really can't. And I'd hate to do it to you, right? I hate when I have to do my own this way. But sometimes you got to love people the hard way, and this is what I got to do.
Well, you know, if I have like a closing statement.
Go for it, because I'm turning up the temperature. Say what you got to say, brother.
It's getting hot up in here. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you having me on. You know, I didn't get to say everything. I got to talk a little bit, but I didn't say as much as I wanted to. But I appreciate you having me on. You're free to believe whatever you want to. I would say to the people out there, you know, if you're going to support a candidate, it doesn't matter who it is, as long as you're well informed on the candidate, then you're well within your right to support whoever you want to, just as long as you're well informed. Republicans or whether it's Democrats. Just make sure you do all research. I appreciate you having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Osa, possessed with the MAGA demon.
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what we got to do? He doesn't get it, and I guess he needs us to help him get it. With great honor that we got to do this, ladies and gentlemen, please get those boos and those shames together. Get the tomatoes, get it all ready, because this brother, he done lost it. Join me in sending Osa to the lake of fire, all right, by giving him the biggest round of boos and shame. Goodbye, Osa.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
Wow. Oh, wow. I don't believe there's a Trump supporter on the planet that can actually answer a question with a yes or no. It must be a genetic thing. It's impossible. I can't be honest with you, Zeus. Yeah, are you a Christian? Yeah, I'm a Christian. They have no problem. Are you a Christian? Yes. They can say it when you ask those kind of questions, but when you ask them questions about their daddy, can you? Well, Zeus, did he really say that? Yeah. I've never seen anything like this. These people are under a strong delusion, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me bring up our next panelist. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do this. Good morning, Shay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. Hi, Shay.
Hi. Yeah, this is just a pathetic parade of morons. I mean, I sit here and I listen. And listen, Osa is a capitalist, right? He talks about he wants to be a millionaire, right? And so that's why he thinks that Trump is going to help him become a millionaire. That's why. He wasn't willing to say all that, but I've been in many lives with Osa. And
so he thinks Donald Trump going to help him out in the long run.
100%. He doesn't care what kind of leader he is. He doesn't care that he insulted.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Doesn't care he tried to overturn the election. He does not care. He has a means to an end. And that is the common thread that you'll see throughout MAGA, is they're selfish. They're selfish. They only care about their own pocket, their own family. They don't care about anything else.
Wow.
How this affects our Constitution, how it affects everything moving forward, our election system. They don't care. They don't care. It's extreme selfishness, self-centeredness.
Yeah.
I want to get my own. I want a billionaire there because I want to emulate him. I want to be a billionaire. He has said it many, many times. It's interesting he didn't say any of that with you.
Oh, you mean Osa was supposed to share with us he wanted to be a billionaire. Osa, that'll never happen. It'll never happen because you don't fit in with what they're doing. He is using you as a prop, Osa. I mean, that's sad.
Yeah.
You shouldn't let Donald Trump devalue you like this. This is wild. He was a Democrat. Yeah. I voted for who did he say in 2020? 2016. I voted for Hillary Clinton. Or maybe even Bernie, I don't know. 2020, who you voting for? I'm going to go vote for Joe Biden. 2024, who are you going to go vote for? Donald Trump. What?
Yeah, and I'm not real sure he voted for Hillary or Biden, to be honest with you. So
you don't think so?
For sure, but I'm not sure he did.
I don't believe you could really be a Democrat and then end up I don't buy it, right? Thank you, Ginger, for the subscriptions.
It makes no sense. It's that typical talking point that a lot of black MAGA do, and that's like, well, I used to be a Democrat.
No, you didn't.
I used to be on the plantation. Bull. BS. Because real Democrats stand for so many things: people's rights and freedoms, and taking care of the poor and the sick, and standing up. That's why people call us liberals, right? Liberty. Stand for people's freedoms. You don't sit there and support a man that is absolutely antithetical to every belief in the Democratic Party. You just don't do that. You just don't. And I get really sick of these fake black MAGA, fake whatever, right?
Yeah.
I used to be a Democrat. Now I'm voting for Trump. That makes no sense. You either fell down a flight of stairs and banged your head.
Tell him.
You're lying to us.
Tell him, Shay.
You're lying or you're hyper confused. Is either one. I just don't get it. We don't buy it. Right? I don't. You saw and the problem I'm having now, Shay, is we're past the point of just sharing information. We literally are giving them audio clips, pictures, things that they cannot refute. All right, and they sit up here and they'll just lie through their teeth, acting like we didn't just go over that or hear Donald Trump say these things. Exactly. He said, well, he didn't say all military, all POWs are losers because they got caught. He didn't say all of them.
Yeah.
Well, why would he say all of them? That makes no sense. He particularly went after a POW. Why? Because he turned down overturning Obamacare.
Bingo.
He was mad. He gets vengeful. He's a baby. He gets his feelings hurt. And
right, Dubs.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care about what he said about a POW. He doesn't care because it's personal to him. He takes it personally. He's thin-skinned, and he's a baby. He sits there and cries and whines. That whole interview you were talking about, he just did. It's just crying and whining the entire time. How is this a strong man?
He is. He sounds to me like he's trying to say Kamala Harris is beating him up, which is why I was asking the Trump supporters in here, is Kamala Harris stronger than Donald Trump?
Oh, God, yeah. You don't Do you see her crying about stuff that's happening?
No, even the little "is she black" trick that Trump tried to play on Kamala, she moonwalked right past that. It didn't stick to her. All right, and Donald Trump doesn't know. He doesn't know how to deal with a strong woman, especially a woman of color. So the answer is yes, Kamala Harris is more powerful than Donald Trump. MAGA, that's the issue.
You think about the things she had to fight through to get to where she is today.
Yeah.
She's strong. She can take the credit. I love when Dana Bash asked her about, he just said you turn black. And she's like, next question. Same old playbook.
Yeah.
She
That's what we
doesn't need
do.
to buy into that. She's not going to talk about her race. She'll let other people do it. She doesn't need to talk about any of that. She knows where that goes. She knows what they're trying to say. Same old playbook. Heard it my entire life. Don't care. Move on. Let's talk about what's really important. If he wants to talk about my skin color and he wants to talk about my sex, let him do it. I'm not going to do it because that's not what's important. What's important is fixing the things that we still need to be fixed. We're not fixing things that he handed us. So we've got to keep, we got more work ahead of us. Period. End of story. And
tell him, Shay.
And Operation, that is not what I said, so don't freaking lie on me. Not at all what I said.
Operation Expose has been exposed several times, Shay. He's possessed as well, and he has no truth in him. He's just like all the other Trump supporters on this app. When we give them, and this is, I call this is free education. Isn't this what we do? We're giving these folks free education, Shay. Okay. And they continue to say, you and I are a bunch of liars. I've never seen anything like this. This is why we say you're possessed. There's no other way to explain why you're in this cult. You did.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, listen, Shay, I'm going to move it on.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And Lisa, you don't fact check anything, honey. You don't think for yourself at all. My goodness, that was pathetic. And the fact they act like they've never heard him make these statements.
Thank you for those.
Yes, on that too. They've heard all this. They've heard all this. Especially Lisa's been in your room several times. So you get there like, well, I've never heard it. I don't know what context. I need to hear the whole context, and I need a.
Lisa.
Buying that, Lisa.
And
Anyway.
tell them. See. Thank you, Shay, for helping me to understand. These people know, but they get in here and pretend like they don't, wasting Zeus's time. Wow.
Like you threw them in the deep end, and they're like, oh, instead of reaching for the life preserve, they're just going to sit there and doggy paddle until they're exhausted and drown.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just.
Wow.
It's pathetic to me. It's so pathetic to me. You can throw them a life preserver, they're not going to reach it. But boy, if Trump threw them a life preserver, they're like, yes, save the Lord. Anyway, all right, my friend, I'll let you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
For the gifts. Wow, thank you. Everyone, the king.
Always look at all the love they give you, Shay. It's nice when they do that. You got a lot of great people in here who love you, Shay.
Well, I love them all back. Let me tell you.
And I love you too. All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, now you know. Make sure you follow Shay. You support Shay. All right, does great things on TikTok. All right, and always tells the truth. She doesn't lie, and that's what this is about. Seriously, we don't want people up here lying. All right.
No.
So let's give Shay a round of applause. Come on. No lies detected. No lies detected. All right. Let's see. Who do we got next? Oh no, I'm gonna talk to some more Trump supporters in just a second. All right, but this is one person that I definitely need to hear from. Nutty, are you there? All right, because Nutty goes a little deeper when it comes to. Nutty goes deeper. Nutty, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to be in your business. But Nutty goes deeper than Zeus. All right, he can do a lot of the dirty work in the kingdom. All right, and I've given him permission to do this. Nutty, are you there? Make sure you hit unmute, brother. I'm gonna ask you to hit unmute.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So
no. But
I don't know if you can see.
I can see what you got. Raccoon for sale.
Yeah, that's for Osa.
Okay, Osa, are you here, Osa? Osa, please put your hand up because this is a part of the conversion process. I need you to listen to Nutty.
That's for Osa, but Osa, I got some bad news for you. The raccoons have already been bought.
Oh.
So Byron Donalds and Tim Scott, they beat you to the game, bro. They beat you. So, Osa, give it up. You gotta find another game because The coons have already been bought. So we know who the coons are. All right. So
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry to break that to you, brother. But yeah.
So you saying Osa is selling out?
Oh, Osa then sold out.
Oh, Osa, no, Osa, no, brother. Come on back to the light.
And so Zeus, you brother, you know I love you, man. I love
you.
you.
Right. I love you too.
I don't ever tell you what to do in your program, but we got so tired of listening to that dude, we started falling asleep because we knew there was no help for him within the first 5 minutes he was in the box.
But he said he was cooking up here. He wanted to cook.
That dude was cooking. Oh, see, I was about to be mean. So let me. I'm gonna move on. So
No,
I want to move on.
but give him. You're gonna give him a little token of truth before something he can chew on. All right, because he worked real hard for this lesson. Why don't you give him something to nibble on? All right. Before you move on, Nutty, give him some help. Yeah.
Osa, brother. You know what? For once, I'm at a loss for words.
Wow.
Because I don't even know why I'm even calling you brother, because you are so far removed from our community. It's not even funny. You are so far removed. You're removed from not only our community, but reality.
Wow.
To think that Donald Trump is going to do anything for you is laughable. And I'm so tired, Zeus, of hearing whenever you bring up the twice impeached part. Well, what happened with that impeachment? What? It doesn't matter what happened after the fact. The fact is that he is a twice impeached former president. Like, what part of that don't y'all get?
What part of it?
Every single time you bring something up, was he convicted? Was he convicted? Do they ask you that? Were you convicted when you have an encounter with the police officer? No.
Nope.
They say you should have complied.
Mm-hmm.
Before you even get to a trial, when we're laying in the street unalive with sheets over our head, the first thing they say, they should have complied, not knowing what context, because they've learned a new word called context. Y'all don't know the truth. Y'all don't care about the truth. And to hear this word context, what was the context? There is no context when you're calling our troops suckers and losers. There is no context when you're calling our generals losers and telling them that he wouldn't go into battle with them. Well, we know he wouldn't go into battle with them because he didn't go into battle with just private soldiers. He ran from the draft.
Tell him.
So we know for a fact that he wouldn't go into battle with the generals. We know this already. And what's the context? So I want to move away from Osa. I want to talk to Linda.
You mean Lisa?
No. I know what I said. I want to talk to Linda. Because if people cannot get the vice president's name correctly, I'm going to start calling them by their name.
Oh, is Linda in the chat?
So her name is Linda.
Okay.
Her name is Lucille. Her name is whatever. It's whatever opposite that she says it is. Because if you can't get comma, everybody knows how to say comma and put a la at the end of it.
Kamala.
And put those two together. Kamala.
Kamala
knows how to say it by now. So you are not going to sit there and disrespect this beautiful black queen in front of me. And no, for your information, she just didn't turn black yesterday.
Oh. Now, see, get him. See, this is why we got to do this, Nutty. Thank you for cooking Linda. Linda, listen to the truth. Sheesh.
I'm tired of self-proclaimed Christians
who
call themselves Christians, but yet when you ask them a simple question about what about this with Donald Trump? This is the man that you're supporting, you self-proclaimed Christian demon.
Yeah.
MAGA demon, because the demon is swirling all up inside of you. Because you are not a Christian when you are literally condoning the behavior of this tyrant. someone who has been convicted of SA. But does that make any difference to you? Absolutely not. But you're a Christian. That's what Jesus would do. Jesus would follow this tyrant called Donald Trump because that's what Jesus would do. But what was the context, Zeus? What was the context of that lie? What was the context of him calling the truth the suckers and losers? What was the context of telling his followers to go to the Capitol on January 6th? Be there. It's going to be wild. What was the context, Zeus?
Wow. I wish they would give.
I'm hearing about context when the bottom line is he told them to be there, he set them up, and then he left them in the lurch.
And he knows that.
Several hours later and said, "You've defiled our capital." Boy, are you kidding me? The devil is a lie. You made them defile that capital. Like, when is it enough? And then you want to talk about Joe Biden. I'm not talking about Joe Biden ever again. Joe Biden, thank you for your service to this country. He is not running for president. We're going to stick to the subject, and we're going to say, why are you all making Donald Trump run for president? He has dementia. Tell the man to sit down. What are you going to do about this, Republicans? What are you going to do about it? This man is running. He's not fit to be president. We know he has dementia. He can't form two sentences.
Elder abuse, yep.
He cannot form two sentences together. He cannot stay on track. And his excuse is what? Because he doesn't have a stuttering problem like Joe Biden does. What is his excuse? His excuse, I'll tell you what it is. And it's not an excuse, it's truth. He's a racist. He's a misogynist. He's a xenophobe. He is a criminal. He is the worst of the worst.
The scum of the earth.
He's the scum of hell.
On earth. And these people worship him, Nutty. These people
that you say that you care about the Constitution that runs this country. You do not. You don't even know how to spell Constitution, let alone country.
Facts. No lies detected.
Because I tell you what. You let Kamala be accused of anything remotely that Donald Trump is accused of, and you see where her support goes. You see where her support goes. She won't have any. We're not going to sit there and suck on her toes. We're not going to pee on her leg and tell her.
Grandpop, thank you for the Zeus hands. Yes, tell him, Nutty.
It's not going to happen.
Yes. See what we're doing.
The difference between you and us is that we're going to hold our people accountable. In fact, we hold our people accountable to our own detriment.
Amen. No excuse. Tell him, Nutty. Well, listen up, brother. I got to move it on.
I'm not as good as Jessica because Jessica is the all-time GOAT when it comes to bringing the receipts succinctly because she has it ready.
Yeah, she's ready to make sure she gets them.
Jessica, I bow to you, my friend, because you do have it just ready to go. But listen, y'all, like Osa was trying to say, what he was saying wasn't wrong necessarily. Please do factual research into these candidates.
Yeah.
Because the choice is night and day. When Joe Biden was still in the race, the choice was still night and day. That you have to vote blue this election.
Tell him, Nutty.
And consequently, any other election preceding this election, because we have to make sure these fascists are out of office and they never get back to the White House again.
And we will.
Thank you for this time, Zeus.
All right. No problem, ladies and gentlemen. Show my brother Nutty some love. Let's give him a round of applause. No lies detected. See, we're not going to sit back and let you Trump supporters dictate the narrative in this country. We know you're a bunch of liars. We know you're not Christians. We know the truth is not in you. So we got to give you this overwhelming amount of truth. All right. And I see there's some people who are in my comment section and they're triggered. They're upset and they're angry with Zeus. And they're going, Zeus, you just keep cooking these Trump supporters. And you don't ever let them do anything because we don't need to listen to them. We know their lies and it's not going to work. And like I said at the top of the show, maybe you didn't hear me Well, it wasn't me, but it was your leader. You heard me say this.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
yeah.
If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave. If you're not.
This is how the far left communist works. Bones, won't you get in the box? I sent you an invite, Bones. I don't got all morning to do this. How does the left work? Seriously. And what the heck are you talking about, communists? You don't know what the heck you're talking about, Bones. That's why you won't get in the box and say anything about it, all right? All right. Who is this? Who do we got? Who is this right here? That's called, Zeus is a partisan ideologue, wholly dishonest and disingenuous. Ooh. Yeah, see, that's the one I'm looking for. That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, all right? And you believe all these lies that Donald Trump says. Oh, I can't even invite this guy. He doesn't have enough followers or he's been banned already. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe Donald Trump is the best thing since sliced bread for the American people. All right. Who do we have here? Who is this knucklehead right here? Bones. Bones. You got an echo.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm listening to you. I've been
listening to you. Can you hear me? Yeah, why is there an echo? Are you in your Bluetooth? Put the Bluetooth in, please.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
You know what? I don't know what's going on. There's an echo.
I don't know why.
How about this? I'm going to shut the app. You need to shut the app and relaunch it. Or put your camera Bones on. Can you try putting mute and unmute? Try muting and unmuting.
I don't even know how to do that. I'm using my cell phone.
Duh.
Well, I'm sorry. It would have been a nice back-to-back conversation with you. But
okay, I'm going to mute you. Now hit unmute. Maybe that'll work. Hit unmute, Bones. Hit unmute, okay? Because this is going to be like taking candy from a baby. Bones, hit unmute. Bones, hit unmute. We don't got all morning. Are you there?
All right. Yes, I'm here now.
I think that's better. Never mind. Lord have mercy, Bones. I can't. I'm so sorry, Bones, but I'll just go ahead and take care of this business. Bones, you lied about January 6th. I already know what Bones was going to say. Bones, you lied about the economy. Bones, you lied about the border. Bones, you lied. Donald Trump was convicted, all right? And he was found liable with SA and defaming E. Jean Carroll. All right, Bones, you are a liar, bro. And I can't believe I had to waste that much time on you. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what we got to do. Let me turn the temperature up on the Lake of Fire. Bones, we sat here, we talked. There was no truth in you. And you're not a Christian. You're a hypocrite. You're not a patriot. You're a traitor. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Bones what he deserves. Because he got in my box. He couldn't even use TikTok. He just lied. I could tell first word he said. He lied about Donald Trump's presidency. Bones, you were not better off 4 years ago than you are today. All right, that is a lie. Let's give him a round of boos and shame. Hi, Bones.
Silence, you MAGA
We all knew what Bones was going to do. He was going to get up here and spread the same lies, or try to spread the same lies every MAGA demon before him. All right, so let's try this again. Thank you, Belinda, for those Zeus hands. Put a 1 in the chat, please. If you are a Trump supporter and you believe Donald Trump is the best thing for this country, put a 1 in the chat real quick. I don't got all day. I don't got all morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is time is money. All right. And we got to get in and out and do this thing. All right, let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Put a 1 in the chat. All right. Let's see. User. We got user. We got George. I mean, these people, these are some people on their burner accounts. All right. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter and you believe Donald Trump is the best thing for. Oh, Charity. Oh, Charity. Really? I can't invite you up, Charity. You don't have the feature. Yeah. Okay. I don't see any Trump supporters that can get in the box for some strange reason. You are all on timeout. You are all on timeout for some strange reason. Republican Party official, listen, I've already cooked you, and not just me. A lot of my friends have cooked you. There's no truth in you, Republican Party official. What you need to do, honestly, is that research that I told you to go and do, right? Until you are able to prove to Zeus that you've studied and learned, there's really nothing else to talk about. I've debunked every single lie you came up with. All right, okay, well, it looks like to me, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on to another friendlier person since none of the Trump supporters want to get in the box. All right, Doc, good morning. How are you doing, my good friend? Doc, are you there? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Doc, I think Doc is taking a nap, ladies and gentlemen. Doc. Woo, Doc, you got me going. That's wild. Hey, don't worry, Doc. I got it under control. It's easy when you're doing it the way that I'm doing. All right. Any Trump supporters in the chat? B Eagle. Listen, B Eagle, I cannot send you an invite. All right, because you don't have the feature. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you want to have a truthful conversation. I see you, Reggie. Lady Rima. Lady Rima. I see you. All right. Okay. I guess this means we've basically taken out all of the trash this morning. That's what this looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. All right. Put a 1 out there. All right. Charles. Oh, we got Charles. Maybe Charles wants to come up. Charles. Thank you, Sully, for the Zeus hands. Thank you, everyone who's helped Zeus out this morning. I appreciate that. Zeus is scared. You can invite. No, I can't invite you up. All right. I tried to. You don't have the feature. And no, Zeus is not scared. All right. Stop it. All right. Oh, okay. You're just kidding, Charles. Okay, Charles. I thought so. I'm just double checking. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, listen. It looks like we've laughed together and we've cried together. All right. And it seems to me like people still don't get it. Cole as the days. How are you doing this morning? Cole, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am doing well.
Well, you scared off all the Trump supporters, it looks like. I don't know what you did, but you did it.
Do you know truth actually runs them off? But just imagine. Well, happy Labor Day to everyone in the chat and everyone across the country.
Yeah.
But imagine being the only person who set the Oval Office, who has their high school and university sign an NDA to prevent them from disclosing his transcript. Everyone else discloses theirs.
Wow.
Now imagine refusing to disclose your tax returns, but everyone else has. Imagine not wanting the citizens who you are supposed to be representing to see the proof of what you say out of your mouth. You know, you have the biggest brain, the best and the highest grades in school, and making the most money of any business owner in New York, and bringing the most revenue and paying the most taxes than any business owner in New York.
Wow.
This dude lies like he breathes, and we've heard him breathe, with the
like he on that stuff.
Yeah. And what irks me about MAGA, listening to Lisa, but I'm with Nutty on that one. I had called her while she was talking. I was like, listen to Linda. Listen to Linda. She's so full of crap, and she, that's my Italian in me. That's my Italian. Sis, my mom was born and raised in Italy. Okay, that ain't no Italian culture, and that's not Italian heritage. That's just stupidity.
Ooh.
Please don't try to put that off on Italian people or Italian culture. Please don't.
Lady, for the subscription, thank you. Yes.
When I also hear them talk about how they talk about communists, but yet they don't know what communism is. So they call liberals socialists because we believe in lifting up those in need, because when they succeed, we all succeed.
Yeah.
So because we believe in uplifting people, we're demonized, but Republican or MAGA Republicans, they want to control reproductive rights, voting rights, religious rights, marriage rights, uphold corrupt corporations that uphold white supremacy and colonialism.
Yeah.
And then they disregard the safety and well-being of their countrymen.
Wow.
And much, many more things. But doesn't that doesn't resemble socialism? Doesn't that resemble communism?
Yeah, if you ask me, it does. Okay. And the fact that they want a dictator.
Right.
Right? I mean, these people are telling on themselves every day. I've never seen anything like this.
They don't understand, but you know what he said? He says he likes the poorly educated. And then for Linda to sit up and talk about how, I didn't hear. It's I just came back from a weekend in New York with my son for his birthday.
Okay. Happy birthday, son. Let's go.
Thank you. And all these people that come on here and they talk about, they try to come on and they try to use this boisterous, Jersey or New York accent. It's funny, as many times as I've been there and visit the city, the different boroughs and the suburbs, I don't hear people with that over-exaggerated, hey. I don't hear that. You don't hear that. So they're phony. And I think that's probably the reason why they support a phony man like Trump. Because they get fake and phony.
Wow.
They discuss me. Linda discusses me.
What about, you saw Osa? Did you see our brother Osa?
All I kept saying was Osa was up in that, he was up on the panel, buck dancing. I swear his tap shoes probably need some new taps on them because he just went overboard. And it's funny how he and other people like him, especially the black men and the black women, I call them the blue pill popping men and the red pill popping women. They don't know if they want to take the blue pill or the red one, but either one of them is leading them back to Donald Trump's, behind.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I sat up and listened to him talk about all this stuff. Yeah, but see, did he say that? Really? Did he say? Yes, he said that. Yes, he said that. We sat there and watched the video of him saying it.
Yeah.
We sat up and listened to the audio of him saying that. We sat up and watched how he sat there and watched his people. Like
yes, he did, Justin.
Said, there's millions. Even though there weren't millions, but there was too many of them.
Yeah.
They came there to support him. They did exactly what he said. And then they forget about the fact that John Eastman was up on that stage. They forget about Gozar that was up on that stage. Remember what he said? It's time for us to start taking down names and kicking ass.
Oh, I remember that. Jeff, I see you, brother. Nice to see you.
So it's like you all are trying to rewrite history. They want to revision history to try to get us to believe what they believe. But the thing about it is we have common sense. We understand what we saw to be factual. And what we saw was this man tried to use gullible people, or as he called them, the poorly educated.
That's what they are.
Overturn an election. And if the man who sat under him did not help and assist, he was okay with them unaliving him. And they basically took the whole, there was I think it was in like 1980 or something like that. They basically, and I think it was from a movie. And this just goes to show you how sad they are. They have to go and look at movies in order to get ideas. They used that from an old 1980s movie about insurrection to come up with a plan. Now that's sad.
Wow. It is sad.
He knows what he has. He knows what
Tell
he
him,
has.
Jackie.
He has gullible people, and as I call them, idiotas. He has a lot of idiotas that will follow him. And you know what? That Kool-Aid that we talk about, it's not Kool-Aid. It's just jizz. It's just jizz. That's all.
Oh my God, Cole! As the days, that's nasty, and they have no problem doing it.
They are nasty.
Y'all supporters of his need to stop it and get it together. This is some sick stuff you've got yourselves
they
into.
Are sad. They are so sad. And
I
mean, some of them in the comments, they try to come up with some. They think they're being clever, but you can't be clever and support Trump.
Nope.
That's two words that don't even fit in the same sentence, paragraph, or story, short book story. They can't be clever. But I enjoyed my time up on the panel. Again,
all right.
I wish you and everyone else a happy Labor Day. This is to me truly a holiday for American people, because most of the people, whether you are still working or you're in school looking forward to a career or you're retired, we are all entering a force where we are laboring in order to make this country great. Because being white supremacists and upholding white supremacy is not a great country. It's time for us to pay our dues and make things right. And I am riding with Kamala Harris, and everybody get out there and open as many ears and open as many doors, make as many phone calls as you can. Get people to listen to you. If they don't want to listen, turn around and walk away, because sometimes you just can't help stupid.
Amen. Amen. Let's go.
But we have to do what we have to do. And thank you so much for bringing me up.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Cole as the days a round of applause. All right, make sure you are also registered to vote. I don't say that much. I need to say it a lot more, but please, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you are verifying that you are registered to vote, especially in these nasty red states, all right? And also, yes, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be rallying together. I think they're doing that today. If I'm off, sorry, but I think that's what's going to be happening today, all right? And of course, I would imagine you got this other dude probably crying on his social media platform, lying and trying to go to another sundown town to promote hatred, all right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, listen, this concludes our broadcast this morning. I hope you did enjoy the show, all right? It was quite the show. But before we go, I want to make sure I give you all a round of applause. If I didn't get to you today, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means I got to get out of here. I love every single one of you, and I'm very grateful for all of you who are willing to get in the box. All right, seriously. Another round of applause to all of the subscribers, the gifters. All right, you send the support during the show. I don't get to say it during the show sometimes because I'm in the middle of my thought, but really, thank you to the moderators, to the panelists. All right, you all help keep this show exciting, entertaining, and engaging. Redhead, thank you. We got to give one more round of boos and shame. And you know who these boos and shames go out to. Thank you, Tara. You're amazing. These boos and shames go out to the MAGA demons, right? These are Zeus haters. These are not just my haters. These are also your haters. These people get on this app religiously day in and day out, and they spread misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. They promote evil, misogyny, bigotry, xenophobia, corruption, crime, carnality, evil. They just promote everything nasty on behalf of their deranged cult leader who paints himself orange every day like a clown. Trust me when I tell you, these people are the worst of the worst. They are the scum of the earth because they worship Donald Trump. Join me in giving them our final round of, you guessed it, boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Thank you, everyone. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. What a great show. Happy Labor Day. All right, seriously. Whatever you do, stay safe while you're doing it. All right? Hey, MAGA, it's over. It really is. Jackie! Take it, Jackie. 75 Corvette. I'm going to get you. You've been very patient with me. I'm going to have to bring you up tomorrow. All right? Hope you come tomorrow. I appreciate it. Kevin! Thank you, my brother. It's overkill. Miss Donna. Took a long time to get here. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the support. Wow, look at that, Tiffany, for the people. Lady Reba, thank you. I love you all. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, cold as the day. Let's go, Miss Cam. Let's go. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Player hating on the God, boy, you're such a douche. I tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse. Thank you, Shay! Sandra, thank you. You're so kind. All right, you really are. You're all amazing.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus.
Hey, good morning, listen.
Like Zeus.
I like to act a fool when I'm
moving like Zeus.
Have a great rest of your morning. Daniel with the money gun. Thank you. Reggie, I appreciate you, my brother. We hit the goal again. Goal at You say you wanted facts, well, I'm living. I've been waiting now, I gotta choose. If you play around with love, then you're guaranteed to lose. I didn't make the game or rules, so don't gotta know the game, the rules of the game before you play it. Vote! That's right, Shane, Miss Cam, vote! Don't just do something, vote! Am I right, Valerie? Nice to see you. Nice picture, by the way. Alright, Angel! Thank you so much, Paul. You're all amazing. Alright, we gotta make sure we get that engagement up. Alright, get out here and help people make sure they vote. Alright, don't just sit on the couch. Vote! Get ready for the people, right? Roll as Hey! Hey! Happy Labor Day. Joe Two Wolves, you're always in here, my brother. I love it when you're here. Let's go. Let's give them a round of applause. You know what they say?
Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say
Wild Man.
The late great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? He must be cognitively in trouble. You know,
how many of you know who Jack Smith is? You know who Jack Smith is?
Insane asylums. Jack Smith. Insane asylums. You know, they Jack Smith. Insane asylum. You heard of Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Jack Smith. I've named him Deranged Jack Smith.
Oh!
I wonder what his name used to be. Jack Smith. It sounds so innocent, doesn't it? Jack Smith. What's his name? Jack Smith. He's a very nice man. He's a behind-the-scenes guy. But his record is absolutely atrocious. He does political hit jobs. I've named him Deranged Jack Smith.
Oh, okay. All right. We got to get out of here. All right, what are we going to say? All right.
Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night? Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy. Don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people. Do I still have to stick to policy?
You might want to.
Sir, you must stick to policy. You win it on the border. You win it with inflation. You win it with your great military that you built that they gave away $85 billion worth.
Okay, all right. But, you know, we don't let Donald Trump get the last word. We always let our vice president, soon to be president, get the final word.
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man.
And this is serious.
But the consequences of putting Donald Trump back in the White House are extremely serious. Consider not only the chaos and calamity when he was in office, but also the gravity of what has happened since he lost the last election. Donald Trump tried to throw away your votes. When he failed, he sent an armed mob to the United States Capitol where they assaulted law enforcement officers.
Wow.
When politicians in his own party begged him to call off the mob and send help, he did the opposite. He fanned the flames. And now, for an entirely different set of crimes, he was found guilty of fraud by a jury of everyday Americans and separately found liable for committing sexual abuse.
Wow.
And consider what he intends to do if we give him power again.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Consider his explicit intent to set free violent extremists who assaulted those law enforcement officers at the Capitol. His explicit intent to jail journalists, political opponents, and anyone he sees as the enemy. His explicit intent to deploy our active duty military against our own citizens.
AT drinker.
Consider the power he will have, especially after the United States Supreme Court just ruled that he would be immune from criminal prosecution. Just imagine Donald Trump with no guardrails.
End of discussion, ladies and gentlemen. You know what it is. All right, I'm out of here. Take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. I'm out of here.